Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you already know what time it is. Final game of the regular season. Ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the regular season to determine the final spot in the 2025 NFL playoffs played
just resubscribed
in
for
the
27
year
months.
of 2026. We saw the drama ensue in the NFC South. Despite the Bucs winning last night, the Falcons got the Panthers the division for the first time in 10 years, sending them to the playoffs to go and meet the Los Angeles Rams. The number 1 seed was decided in San Francisco as Seattle went on the road to clinch the division, and the number 1 seed, Houston, with the victory today over Indianapolis, took the number 5 seed. The Chargers are down to the number 7 seed. Buffalo locked in at the number 6 seed. Chicago locked at number 2. Philly at number 3. The Broncos at number 1. The Patriots at number 2. And tonight, we identify who will take the number 4 seed in the NFL's AFC playoff picture. As the AFC North is on the line, the Baltimore Ravens are on the road to meet the Pittsburgh Steelers. And my God, Derrick Henry's going to go all the way to the end zone. God damn, what a fucking run. But the Baltimore Ravens on the road to meet the Pittsburgh Steelers for the right to win the AFC North. Who's coming out on top in your 2025 NFL Week 18 Sunday Night Football AFC heavyweight matchup in the conference division game? Highlight commentary. The run is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. The run is coming back. Happy Sunday. Happy New Year. Long ass run for no doggone reason. It's coming all the way back. Pain for the Baltimore Ravens. Let's get things going. I'm fixing to start walking momentarily as we got the treadmill here, so I apologize for looking a little short, but that's neither here nor there. We'll say hello to the people momentarily. Smarksville put 2 on, said, here we go. Let's go Steelers. Oh, wow. It would have been fun. This man blocked them for no fucking reason. Pierre right into Cam Hayward. Damn, Zay Flowers, dumb as hell. You ain't even need to throw that block, bro. Dumb as hell. That would have been a big-ass motherfucking run. Is it nullified completely? We'll find out momentarily. But Cam Hayward being out of this game is going to be a problem for Pittsburgh. They better hope that man makes a return. Rurin put 10 on and said, on this day, 27 years ago, the greatest Raw episode and worst Nitro episode aired on television. Oh, wow. Yeah, they did. They ended up taking away 15 yards, if I'm not mistaken. They're going right back to Henry. What was that? Said, here we go. Let's fucking go. Dorelius put 10 on it. 10 different gifts. I appreciate that. Illuminati put 2 on, said if Pittsburgh shuts down Henry, y'all got this. Well, it's not looking like it's off to a very good start thus far. Matt put 2 on, said top 3 Ravens wide receivers and Steelers backup QB. Steelers backup QBs. Charlie Batch. Tommy Maddox. He was the starter. Cordell Stewart. Tatiana in the building for 5 on, said congratulations to Myles Garrett for the most sacks. Go Browns. Yeah, congrats to him. He was able to go and get it done today and 5 minutes left against the Bengals, but a record breaker is a record breaker nonetheless. The game guy for 5 on said, you don't care how we got in. Panthers 2025 champs went through Matt Rule, Frank Reich, Scott, David Tepper, and almost 10 years of stop the meddling. Indeed, it took a long time. 1205 for life for 5 on said, Da Bears, good game. Lions, also the entire NFC North finished above 500. Indeed, they did. Shout out to that division. Sergeant Paten on it said, what's going on? A wounded offense, no DK, a wounded defense. Let's see how the Steelers do. You're expecting them. Oh, Lord, here comes Lamar on the move. Oh, they might as well throw a flag. Wow, they don't throw a flag? That's not a hold on likely? Shut the front door. Are you kidding me? Show the replay, bro. Isaiah Likely holding like a motherfucker. You got to be kidding me. Look at Isaiah Likely on the outside. Look at Isaiah Likely on the outside. This man was trying to get inside homie's skin, bro. Are you kidding me? That ain't a hold on. He not holding Ramsey. Look at Isaiah Likely. Look at Isaiah Likely. Look at Isaiah Likely. Come on, bro. Oh, man, that's egregious. How the fuck did they get away with that? That's crazy. Mans was yanking the goddamn shoulder pad. What we doing? Handoff, Derrick Henry able to break a tackle going down after a gain of 1. Sarkin said, are you expecting them to win? Nope, we shall see. SK put 10 on it. Said, did I see the Vikings honor Harrison Smith and CJ Christmas Ham near the end of the game? 2 Vikings legends. Yes, I did see they honored Harrison Smith. I noticed that they honored Ham. I didn't recognize as to why. He scored a touchdown earlier. Benzino put 5 on it. So off the top of my head, what Ravens-Steelers game do I remember this big? Late into the season, 2016, Christmas Day for the division title. Pass over the middle, or I should say towards the left, caught by Mark Andrews. That's going to set up a 3rd and manageable. Chucky Bobby put 10 on, said, what's going on, Chiseled? Made it to the end of the regular season. Wishing you and your Steelers the best of luck, and still holding out hope for an all-PA Super Bowl. We shall see. And then lastly, I think the question that was asked was Ravens receivers. Bolden, Smith, and probably Bolden, Smith, Mason. Zay Flowers will end up jumping in there because the Ravens don't got no crazy, wide receivers like that. Skits put 10 on, said, get connected for free with the white people connection. All right, you get a stop. There you go. Force a 4th down. What they going to do? Harbaugh might just mess around and go for it. Riley Leonard, Alec Pierce, TD, them was balling today until he got ejected, and he got ejected on some hoe shit. Now, albeit you can't make contact with an official, but that was wild. It didn't take too much to get that man up out of here. Henry needs 152 to steal James Cook's rushing title. Pray that he don't get it. Hey, he ran for what? Over 200 against Pittsburgh in the playoffs? 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. All right, let me start walking. Mans put 2 on, said, win and you're in, lose and you're at. Indeed. All right, 4th and 3. They're going to go for it here. All right, they're going to bring the house. Pittsburgh's bringing pressure down the field, wide open to the end zone. That's a touchdown, Baltimore. Walker walks in. Pittsburgh brought the house. It didn't work out. Lamar Jackson, touch pass right over the middle, and there's a touchdown to open up the game. God damn it. 8 plays, 85 yards, 4 minutes, 6 seconds. Despite the penalty, Baltimore still marches down the field. That's a touchdown for the Ravens. They tried. Damn, Ramsey was just sitting there. I guess he thought he was fixing to go and run an option route. It was not happening. He ran right by him. Ramsey got to win there. You got to win there. You're a future Hall of Famer. You got to win there. I know folks be thinking he's outstanding, fresh out the laundromat, but Ramsey actually had a decent season. Was it like the season that we've seen in his prime? No. But one way or another, that's a hell of a goddamn opening drive right there from Baltimore. That's an outstanding drive right there from Baltimore. Marched all the way down the field. Derrick Henry had a huge carry, and that's what you don't want to have. You want to try to take away the run game. You have to stop Derrick Henry, period. Would it be a problem if the players themselves had a flag on them so they could flag the referee? I mean, shit, there are some times in which you kind of hope that you could. Jermaine put 2 on and said, back-to-back fantasy champ. You are him. Well, congratulations. Also, there's a fantasy winners in the Chiseled Adonis fantasy leagues. So halftime, we will be giving out their prizes by way of money. So I'll be zelling individuals live on stream. I know I have some folks who owe a little bit of money, so I have to go and send them their money. Hopefully the Steelers can make a stop. If not, the game is going to be done very quick. Remember, the last 3 Pittsburgh playoff games against Baltimore, against Buffalo, against Kansas City, all of those games, Cleveland as well, all of those games, blowouts. By the time you make it to halftime, 3rd quarter, it's over. You down by 21 in each of those games. So, with the positive, because history, right, is that you've had a lot of scenarios where Pittsburgh's been able to endure and maybe respond in the regular season to close out games. However, I've endured this already. It's not anything that's new to me. Tank the Sun giving out gifts. 10 gifted over on YouTube. I appreciate you. X Luke for 5 want to say aloha, Chiseled. And chat, go Ravens. Sorry, not sorry. You don't got to apologize for cheering on your team. I ain't one of them fans. Shout out to the people over on Twitch holding it down, giving out gifts, engaging with the community. Capte Sports, Sparta, I should say. Darnell, Cartman, The Dong, Netstrike, J Money. By the way, Netstrike, I truly do appreciate you always going on Twitter and sharing the graphic, letting the folks know that we are live streaming. I appreciate you immensely for that. Don't think that goes unnoticed. It truly does. I appreciate that.
For
and how consistent
months.
you've been over the
years.
Means a lot to me, bro. Means a lot to me. B.J, Brandon, I got Dallas, Jeff, the other Jeff, J Money Jeff, V Juice, B.J, Red in the house, underrated players. Lafa, Virgo Kid, Dynamite, Junior in the house, and Old Brownie put 10 on it, said Duval. Jameis, A Shadow, Bronco fan, Texas, congratulations Bronco fan on your Denver Broncos being the #1 seed and getting that first round bye. Jamel P, Jabo, what's good? Midas, XXY Mon. Kush, what's happening? Platoon said, love the content immensely, but go Ravens. We shall see how this game is going to play out. James Conner on the return, able to endure what could have potentially been his face mask, but, you know, I ain't fixing to sit here and nitpick every single time something appears to be a ticky-tack call. Ramsey got to win in the coverage right there. I know he got to win in the coverage right there. At that point, you got to go man. And what's crazy was if he didn't throw it to Walker, he could have found Flowers. They got beat deep by 2 different receivers, bro. That is outrageous. Either play the sticks or fucking bail out to the goddamn end zone. Don't let anybody get behind you. That's terrible coverage. That's terrible coverage. William keeping the tradition going, giving out gifts. Mr. King put 5 on, said shout out to Todd Bowles winning the meaningless games. Plus, looks like he won't be fired. Unfortunately, congratulations to the Panthers and F the Falcons 28-3. Here we go. Looks like Rodgers is going to throw early. How the fuck did James Conner catch that? And I think they're going to get him on a face mask. It might be a hold or it's fixing to be a face mask. Let's see what the flag is for. How did Rodgers even fit that into Conner? I said Conner. To Warren. I said Conner twice because I saw the 30. And he ain't played there in years. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. There it is, first down. First down, move him up 15. I don't know why the hell he threw that ball. That was a dangerous location to put the football. That was Jalen Warren. I said Conner twice. Because I was thinking about James Conner earlier today. I'm like, yo, where the hell he been out? He been out with, I believe it was a broken foot since week 3, right? He's been out since week 3 with a broken foot. Yes, I am walking. Nathan put 2 on it. Said Atlanta won, Panthers, NFC South champs, Bucks are out. By the way, commentary's actually done. I was debating on uploading the commentary without including this game. But I said, you know what? Week 18, I always include all of the games together. So we're just going to throw this one in there. 1205 for life, but 2 on say, oh yeah.
Skyrunner1717 is now following.
Why is Keely Ringo so ass? He was trending earlier today. Folks was not feeling him. Nakota Patuan said, movable object versus unstoppable force. The Tomlin, John Harbaugh bowl. Pittsburgh already in Baltimore territory trying to respond from the 47. Rodgers, no protection. He's going to have to throw the football away. And a 3rd and long is coming for the Steelers. Keep in mind, no DK Metcalf in this game. Their leading receiver, second to Metcalf, Kenneth Gainwell, who's a running back. No Roman Wilson in the game either. So you got to put your trust in Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, Adam Thielen. Pat Fryermuth, Calvin Austin, no Darnell Washington, a broken arm. First off, they could have got this man on a neutral zone infraction, but he didn't call hike like he usually does. Oh, Rodgers got to get rid of the ball right now. He's going down the field, looking to the end zone. Pass nearly intercepted. Wiggins almost had a pick. Calvin Austin didn't even make a play on the football, and it looks like Wiggins is down. It might just be the cold grass that had him a little bit shooken up. I think he's all right. It's just hella cold out in Pittsburgh. Rodgers tried to go deep to a man who's what, 5'8", 5'9"? Where's the big targets? Freiermuth better have 9 receptions and 11 targets today. I want to see a replay to see if Austin tried to make a play on the football. We ain't going to get it. Jay Pafavo said, looks like Bowles won't get fired. Hopefully they force him to hire a DC or a new OC. Well, ultimately, they're gonna need to, because 3 straight seasons of what, 9-8, 10-7, 8-9, that ain't gonna cut it. It might be 4 straight seasons, actually. Pin them inside the 10, please. Locate the football. Oh, I could work with the 14. Just get a fucking stop, please. Luke, Put5 said, one more before you head out. May the best team win. Have a good night, dudes and dudettes. Nathan put 2 on it. Said the Jets secondary finishes with 0 INTs. Indeed, absolute ass. First team in the history of the NFL to ever do that. Raheem Morris just got fired. I'm not surprised. I told y'all he was fixing to be gone. There goes Raheem Morris. You're at. That's 1. Black Monday kicks off tomorrow. A lot of people are going to be unemployed. 9, Put5 said, as a Bronco fan, you don't trust them because the offense is ass. The defense can only do so much. They won't make it to the Super Bowl. It all depends on when the offense comes alive. Not nice. Put5 said, yo, bro, you should get a group together and let's take on High Rocks DC together. You're down. It's hilarious. I'm actually going to be at High Rocks DC doing it there, but I don't know about a group. I already got a partner, the owner of the gym that I go to. We're doing the High Rocks together. So I'll be in DC. I'll see you there. But I'm already part of a team there doing the open men's. Katana put a hundo on it. I appreciate you. Said your deepest condolences to you and the family. RIP unknown Adonis. Your videos on him were heartfelt. You did great on the eulogy. Praying my playoff tides for freeloading all these years a week early. Keep your head up. I just missed the tail end of the message. Keep your head up. Bills Mafia with the W. Let's go Buffalo. Let's see how they respond in the postseason. Lucas put 7 on it. Said, do I know that there was an outdoor NHL game in Miami this week? I did not know that. But shout out to Ken Talks. I appreciate you. I did not know they had an NHL game outside. Yeah, Falcons fire Raheem Morris. He's gone. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not over on Underdog for tonight's game. Just didn't feel comfortable wagering for tonight. Initially, I was going to, but ended up saying I'll pass on it. But playoffs, you know, we playing big money over on Underdog. So if you guys haven't already, scan the QR code or download the Underdog app. Use the promo code Adonis. So we'll see. Did I frame the unknown Adonis jacket yet? No, I haven't. Because since it had just became the new year, I'm going to go try to get everything taken care of next week. But it's right here. It is right here. Unknown Adonis's varsity jacket. You got the DJ right there. O-line, D-line. 74 right there. Oh, my Lord. Derrick Henry's outside. There's a tackle. So I still got it. It's right here. I keep it to the left of me because we're One Piece fans. So if you guys remember, I believe it was when they were going against Horty Jones. Minister to the left was like the one of the characters over there. So I used to joke with him like, you're my minister to the left. So I keep it to the left of me. But I'm going to frame it and put it. I don't know if it's going to be. It should be on display in the back. I'll have to figure out. I'll probably move some stuff around, but. Yeah, I got to get that framed. All right, they're going right back to Henry. Oh, my God, right up the gut. That's positive yardage again. We got to fill those gaps. We have to fill those gaps. Brian Patuan said the Falcons just fired Raheem Morris. Indeed, they did. We got to fill those gaps. We're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble if we keep allowing them to be able to go and get gap control. Right now, Derrick Henry's already he's over 50 yards already. He's over 50 yards already. And it's Derrick Henry's birthday, too. You know they're going to keep feeding him. That's what won him the playoff game last year. He went over 200 on our head top. Absolutely destroyed us. We got to get back there. Oh, my God. Come on, man. Cam Hayward got back there, but was a little bit too late.
Suspicious?
Derrick Henry gain of a couple to move the chain.
You don't find that suspicious?
Nathan Batuon
You
said
don't
the
find
Colts
that
retained
suspicious?
Steichen and
Game Crazy
Ballard.
rated my
Okay.
stream with 1 viewers.
Game Crazy, what's going on? Jim Harbaugh definitely not getting fired if Derrick Henry gets used a lot. He just ran over the Packers. Yeah, he indeed he did. All right, Steelers, how you going to respond? Keep in mind, they're playing at home here. You're playing at home here, division title on the line. Somebody going to need to make something shake around here. Play action. Lamar Jackson looking for somebody, able to get rid of the football, pass ricocheted off of the hands of Zay Flowers. Incomplete. This close to getting to Lamar Jackson, but this close is not going to get the job done. Game said, how's the game going thus far? Opening drive, the Ravens marched all the way down the field and found the end zone. Pittsburgh got into Baltimore territory, but ultimately the drive went flat. They were forced to punt, and now this is the third drive of this game with Baltimore threatening to move down the field. They started inside their own 15-yard line, already picked up a first down. They're at their own 26-yard line, 2nd and 10, trying to pick up additional yardage. Here comes the pass rush. Oh, Lamar just got hit low. He tried to find his man, pass incomplete. Roughing the passer flag got to come out. How the fuck is that not roughing the passer? Okay, there's the flag. Roughing the passer flag got to come out. I don't think the defender was pushed to the ground. He went right into Lamar's knee. That's an extra 15 yards. They moving. That's got to be a flag. That's roughing the passer. That's laundry on the field. That flag got to come out. That's roughing the passer right there. That's roughing the passer right there. Did he fall down? Oh, yeah, Hammond fell down. Hammond fell. Oh, no, pardon me. That was Black. Yeah, he fell down right there. He got, that wasn't deliberate. I don't think that was deliberate. I don't think that was deliberate. He was falling down. I don't think that was deliberate. Masked Man said, am I walking on a treadmill? Yes. Yes, I am. Nah, not that. No. If you look at the replay, that ain't deliberate. He came off the block and look at his body. What do you want him to do? He came off the block. Look at his body. Stop it. Let's not do that. Let's not. It's not a situation where he ain't come off a no doggone block. He had full, control of man's body and he immediately went and jumped at the ground. Let's not do that. All year. We've watched this happen all year. Let's not do this. We ain't going to be those types of fans. 2nd and 7, right back to Henry. Henry tripped. It's only going to be a gain of 1, and now it's a 3rd and manageable. Nathan Bufavon said, personally, you felt like the Falcons should have hired Morris last year based off what he did against in Washington with the 3 piss poor clock managements. Bye-bye. 100%. I think he should have been let go last year after that. TMB put 2 on, said Rams actually got the number 5 spot against Carolina. Yeah, the Rams went up to 5. The Niners dropped down to 6. Darren Pafavon said ATLCL in September. Morris is out. The new head coach about to be how about the U. Michael Irvin out here playing in the snow at the crib, probably. 3rd down, Lamar Jackson. Oh, shit, he's under duress. Can he escape the pass rush? No, he can't. Down he goes. Nick Herbig gets home, and there's the sack. They're going to force a punt. Mr. King put 2 on. Said last time the Raiders had the number 1 pick, they got Jamarcus Russell. Well, we'll see who they're going to go and pick up. We're going to see who they go and pick up. Brian put 2 on. Said the Falcons also fired their GM. Official. Drolowski put 2 on. Said Seahawks bye week. Got to get the rivals jerseys. I don't know if they're going to wear any of them in the playoffs, but we shall see. Hell of a job to get home by Pittsburgh, and Herbig was able to avoid the stiff arm by Lamar. Got home right up the gut, but Pittsburgh has to respond and put points on the board. Lamar, I don't give a damn. Oh, Lamar doesn't look like himself this year. Oh, we almost got there. They better not throw no flag for running into the kicker. Protect the football, Calvin Austin. Make somebody miss. Nobody block it. Nobody do no illegal blocks. Protect the football, good tackle, but at least getting some positive yardage brings it to where? About the 25? All right, AA Ron, got to make something shake here. 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Pittsburgh's got to respond. You was able to take it inside Baltimore territory, benefit of a face mask call that helped you out. But y'all got to come out here and go make plays. Nick Herbig just went out there, got a sack. It's time to take advantage and make something work for the offense. AFC Maestro said, love you, Adonis. I appreciate you. Beginner plays said, shout out to the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, D. Chiseled, Adonis. I appreciate that. You think, oh, wait a minute. You think the Raiders are going to use that #1 overall pick on
Mendoza?
I said, do you think the Raiders are going to use that #1 overall pick on
Mendoza?
I don't know. I don't know. What if the Steelers and the Ravens trade coaches? Somebody asked that last night. That's ridiculous. What are we doing? Zero Fox put 2 on, said you wouldn't be surprised if Belichick left UNC to go coach Atlanta. I think Belichick is made to coach in the NFL. I don't know why he went to college. Belichick's entire system won't work in the NCAA. It just won't, especially with NIL. The philosophy just won't work. With NIL, like that's why one of the biggest parts of why Nick Saban retired. It wasn't because this man was washed. It wasn't because he had Jalen Milroe at quarterback. It was because mans looked at the landscape and said, oh, low-key, we can't have boosters, give out money under the table and kind of, get folks to come in here. But because of NIL, you're not going to have folks who going to come to a powerhouse team and willfully sit behind somebody. If you got a couple of offers or whatever the case may be, I bet, I'm on this squad. I could go over here, get paid and play. I'm going over here. Folks is slutting themselves out right now. And albeit, get your bread, I ain't going to hold you. But college football, completely different. Belichick's whole philosophy, it won't work in college. It has to be in the NFL. It won't work in college. It was dumb as hell for him to go to college. He should have stayed in the NFL, continued to coach, albeit, even if Belichick was an average coach in the league post-Brady, obviously, because he went to the playoffs with Mac Jones. People forget that. They almost had the #1 seed in the AFC with Mac Jones that year. They almost had it. They fell short and then got absolutely cooked by Buffalo, but they almost had it. It wasn't as if it was complete ass. And then afterwards, the cracks began to show. And then they were bottom feeders. He ends up leaving from New England. He could have went to a whole different team. Remember, he's only, 21 wins away? No, how far is he off from? Don Shula has, 328? Belichick has 303 wins? 25 wins away from the most wins all time. Don Shula, I believe him and Belichick had an interaction. I think he said he wanted to live long enough to make sure that Belichick doesn't pass him while he's still alive. Shula unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, right? But all that being said, Jesus Christ, we're already on third down. What are we doing? But all that being said, Belichick needs to go back to the NFL. Go coach somewhere, bro. Just go coach somewhere, bro. I know it's not going to be incredibly attractive to play for a Belichick team because of the discipline and the lack of fun that you're going to have. But if you go somewhere where they have a cornerstone, you have a quarterback, maybe you have a running back, maybe you have a player that's going to be there with the organization as you move forward, I think you can make it work. It's going to be different than a Pete Carroll situation, because who on the Raiders is there for the long haul? Crosby? They might trade him. Got to dump it off to Gainwell. First down, Gainwell. Come on. There we go. Move the chains. First down, Gainwell. Move the chains. You got to go somewhere where there's a cornerstone that's there, and then you build on top of that. At least have a bit of a philosophy. The unfortunate part with New England was the players were aging and getting older, and then the young guys who you got, they weren't necessarily buying in at that point. It wasn't attractive to go to New England because you just saw Tom Brady go to Tampa and go win a fucking championship. So motherfuckers wasn't signing up to come to New England. Gain of about 6 here for MVS. Bill to the Jets, I promise you, he won't step a foot into that organization, nor should the organization allow him to step in there. Yeah, let's promote you to head coach. Yeah, I'm going to be coach for one day, then I'm going to leave and go to the team in the division. Fuck out of here. Ain't no way. Titans, forget about it. That's not an organization you want to go to. No disrespect to Tennessee, but folks go there to die. Gainwell on the carry, going nowhere. That's pretty much going to be a gain of a half a yard, and we've got a third down again. I would like to see us work the middle of the field and get the ball to Freiermuth, but we haven't worked the middle of the field since Roethlisberger before the pandemic. We ain't worked the middle of the field since Trump's first presidency. This shit is ridiculous. Betty White was alive the last time we worked the middle of the field. Throw the ball over the middle of the field.
Shit.
They about to bring heat. They about to bring heat. Oh, no, they're not. Pass outside. Game. Oh, he's not going to get the first down. Now he's short. Now it's decision time. Decision time. What do you want to do? It's 4th and short. What do you want to do? Keep the offense in the field, or you want to go for it? Well, keep the offense on the field, then you got to go for it. Or bring out the punt unit. What do you want to do, Tomlin? What do you want to do, Tomlin? What are we doing? What is it? The Steel City Shove is what they want to call it? Skyrunner said, you always like the idea of Buffalo replacing Sean with Belichick. For all intents and purposes, I think that was a squad where you could have done it. But, oh, my God. That's a bad snap. He didn't get there. There's no way he got there. He's held back. That's a turnover on downs. He ain't make it. He did not make it. Man's had no momentum. That's a turnover on downs. That was dumb as hell. And I still don't like that play. I said it in the commentary. That play dumb as hell. What's the purpose of... They try to have Hayward go and push him. No, he slipped. They try to have his brother go and push him. You didn't stand a chance from the start, bro. That's a dumbass play. I just don't understand it. This man was going... Hayward started pushing him as he was going sideways, lost his footing. It was a wrap, bro. This dumb as hell. Dumb as hell. I don't like that play. I never liked that play. Where's DK suspended? Dumb as hell. It's dumb as hell. It serves no purpose. You got Rodgers back there. You're wasting another player. You're willfully going 10 on 11. For what reason? It's dumbass play. It's been stupid all year. Folks on social media think it's cool because Rodgers just stands there and does nothing and then points if they get a first down. That's not smart football, bro. It's a dumbass fucking play. And on top of that, if you was going to try to go weak side A-gap, you got to haul ass and get there. You can't just... Cam Hayward ain't waiting for you to figure yourself out. Mans is ready to go and push his brother. His brother too busy looking at the sideline with the football, then gets pushed. Dudes is undisciplined. Don't know their alignment, their assignment, nor their responsibility. And the longer Baltimore has the football, the worse it's going to be for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're already in field goal range. You got to get outside. Get outside, Jesus Christ. They let Derrick Henry get outside. You got to beat him outside. Now you got to hold him to a field goal and hope you can hold him to 10 here. Stupid execution. Just stupid execution. Stupid execution. That's how you lose games. That's how you lose games. You got to try to keep them inside the fucking, inside the hash mark. Well, maybe not so much the hash marks, but keep them inside the numbers. If you let Derrick Henry get outside and then turn north, you're in trouble. He's already got 79 yards on 10 carries. Good God. Gonna try to run it here. Oh, my God. Put a hat on a hat. They pick up 5. It's going to be a running game. They about to go over 100. They about to go over 100 right here. That's what, a gain of 5? They've got 93 yards on the ground. They got 93 yards on the ground already. Harbaugh's going to blow it. I mean, I ain't fixing to look towards the future. I'm just looking at what's going on now. And keep in mind, the more that because if they were throwing the football and generating yards there, but the run game wasn't taken into account, I wouldn't feel like I feel at the moment. But the fact that they're being able to pick up all this chunk yards on the ground, they've already scored a touchdown, and they're threatening to potentially score another one. The further and further you get with the lead, it's inconceivable to not run the ball, especially given that the criticism has already been levied towards Harbaugh for not giving the ball to Derrick Henry after he had scored and made it a 2-possession game when they played against New England. So there's no way that's not in the back of his mind, or I should say on the front of his mind, to not make that same mistake. It's Derrick Henry's birthday. At this point, Mans is fixing to get the football 30 fucking, maybe 40 fucking times. And the more and more they got the lead, the more and more they're going to give it to Derrick Henry. So they got to go out there and make something shake expeditiously. Somebody got to respond, period. That's all it come down to. That's what it come down to. If I was the Steelers GM, what's my first 3 moves? I'm going out to go get a number 1 motherfucking receiver. Well, for one, I think Arthur Smith got to go. Cliff Kingsbury becomes available. I'm grabbing him, right? Then got to go and get a number 2 receiver somewhere. Number 1, number 2, whatever the case is, got to go and get somewhere. Because ultimately, and I said this in the video prior to Pickens getting traded, I think they could have 100% just put everything on the table, tried to make Pickens work, only because you know you got Rodgers at best for a year. Could he come back next year? Cool. But man's fixing to be 43. What are we doing? You can't bank all your eggs in the basket of a 43-year-old QB. You know this is a 1-year rental for all intents and purposes. If he decides to come back and play and pull a Favre, cool. But if not, you know it's fixing to be 1 year. You might as well just all hands on deck for a season, and whatever the fuck happens afterwards, you deal with it. So I think they should have kept Pickens there, but unfortunately that's not the case, right? Then, if I'm GM, I got to go and get myself a true offensive coordinator who's going to push the football down the field, work the middle of the field, actually be a little creative with the philosophy rather than seeing the same type of offense we've seen for the last 7-8 years. Then, go and get a number 2 receiver that can go and push the football down the field as well and be somewhat of a threat. We can't just, like, what, MVS, Adam Thielen, Calvin Austin, Ben Skoranek. Who on the game plan? Look at it. All right, yo, we got to look out for these folks, man. All right. Yeah, we got to keep an eye out for. Nah, bro. It strike no fear in nobody. We got to go and get ourselves a receiver there. And then ultimately, because defensively, I think we're starting to somewhat try to put stuff together. I 100% would try to go and call in. Obviously, we're Steelers, so you can't call in Ed Reed. But I'd get Rod Woodson on the phone. Hey, you about to sit with our DBs?
Lil Mexico _ 40 is now
day
following.
For 120 minutes, you got to teach these motherfuckers how to catch a football. Oh, my God, Lamar's going to run. Ain't no way you let him get north and get the first down. Good job. Way to hold them back. They got to kick a field goal here. They're going to kick a field goal here. He stepped out of bounds at the 5. Yeah, he ain't gained no yardage. They're going to kick a field goal here. It'd be crazy if they go for it. It'd be crazy if they go for it. Kick the field goal here. Good job. So, get Rod Woodson to teach the damn DBs how to catch because we dropped 24 picks on the year. And then ultimately try to shore up that O-line. But obviously Rodgers is leaving, so they got to make a move to go get a quarterback. K. Wright put 2 on us at Rams, at Panthers. Chiseled is so ecstatic. Yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Tyler Loop's kick, got it. 10-point lead. Justin put 2 on, said Falcons cleaning house. What team is next? We shall see. The only reason why I said I wouldn't have minded Arthur Smith when he came to Pittsburgh was only because I said, I bet I know they'll run the football. Arthur Smith came, Pittsburgh started running the football. Last year with Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, they were running decent. The problem was the pass game was non-existent. Russell Wilson, for a couple of weeks, woke up the motherfucking pass game. We started throwing the ball down the field, and his primary read was trying to see if he could get the deep ball, but it became predictable because it was just, all right, yeah, we're not really going to try to get this football anywhere else. We'll just try moon balls to George Pickens and try 50-50 ball. There's only so much time that can work. There's no sort of conduciveness with the offense. That's the issue. $1 for 5 said, Baltimore wins, you'll eat a spoonful of, forget it, no amount of pain you'll feel from your diet will rival Adonis's pain. Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it would be crazy pain. As far as I'm concerned, season was over last week after losing against Cleveland. NY Legend put 2 on, said Fubo still ain't got NBC, but you got Peacock. Pause. DJ said treadmill in a fucking suit. You're damn right. The fact that Jets couldn't get one interception all season is crazy. Now, you got to extend some grace to some of the folks watching. They haven't tuned into a live stream before. Some folks are just coming to see the crash out, looking to see if they can get one. So we shall see. But Pittsburgh trailing by 10 thus far. 19 said, why am I on a treadmill? Because I want to. Feel like walking. So I'm going to walk. I do what I want. King Diabetes in the building. What's going on? How do I feel about Malik Willis for the Steelers? Terrible. If we don't change our OC in the philosophy of offense, it doesn't matter what quarterback comes. Joe Montana could hop in a time machine, show up in Pittsburgh. Peyton Manning maybe would be the only person who can maybe overcome it. Him and Brady, perhaps. Or maybe even Roethlisberger to a degree at his prime. Because you have to take a quarterback who's willing to go and shift what the fucking offenses is and make their own goddamn reads from here and there. Although, throughout the season, there's been some times in which Rodgers has made his own reads and been wrong. So that's been a possibility as well. What is that? But to us, a new OC, new DC, new wide receiver. Maybe try and get Max Crosby. I actually wouldn't mind if they went and they tried to see if they can make Max Crosby get over to Pittsburgh. Dizzle, put 10 on it. In your opinion, when they changed the name of the stadium, the mystique of the Steelers also left. Yeah, Acrisure doesn't hit the same as Heinz Field. Acrisure doesn't hit the same as Heinz Field. All right, Gainwell on the return. Make somebody miss. All right, Gainwell. Come on now, protect the football. There we go. Fuck, but there's laundry on the field. This might be coming back. There's laundry on the field, but it might be coming back. Laundry on the field. Let's find out what the flag is about. And it's a hold that's coming back. Darren, put 5 on it. That Clint Kubiak, OC from Seattle. Son of Greg, you wouldn't mind to see how far they go in the postseason? We will see. We will see. All right, 10-point lead. Pittsburgh has to respond. Baltimore's got 2 scoring drive thus far. Pittsburgh's been able to muster up, 3 first downs? 1 by way of the benefit of a penalty. They've got less than 50 yards of offense. Shit, they might have less than 40 yards of offense. They got 21 yards of total offense. It is atrocious. It's time to wake the fuck up from your own 25. Illuminati, put 5 on. Said going into this game, you was up 11 with Freiermuth left in fantasy football championship, but your opponent has Henry. Well, yeah, you're in trouble. Because they don't be using Freiermuth until the fucking 4th quarter when the game is somewhat out of reach. And then they remember, yo, he's a catching tight end. Let's throw him the football. This run, pass business ain't going to work.
Saints fan, just took my pops to his first NFL game, ATL versus NOLA. Been my dream to do so before he passes on. And everyone's saying they are not shocked Morris got canned. Well, I am. He just got there. Firing him solves nothing, cause you gotta rehire a whole new staff, which isn't an easy fix. Seriously, ATL run through coaches like Bonnie Blue run through partners.
Yeah, because ultimately Arthur Blank got to figure out what the fuck direction he wants to take his organization. But big W for you being able to get your pops to the game. Big W's in the chat for your boy Chris. Big W's in the chat for your boy Chris. Able to take your pops out there to his first NFL game. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But you ain't wrong. But that's what's up. This run, pass business. It's run, pass business we got over here. It's always the same man plays. You feel like Tomlin got his 9-8, he don't care no more? He's tied right now with Chuck Noll for the most victories, in Pittsburgh Steelers history. And given that he's signed through 2027, next year, 9 wins would get him 201. That would make him crack into the 200 club, and he'd be one of 7 coaches to ever do that. Kenneth Gainwell, first down. This drive continues. Here's the problem, right? I don't mind the first downs. That's all well and good. The issue is, this is the same philosophy every single time. We run, pass, and we bail out check down. We have to bail out check down. That's legitimately our only way. Nobody else is able to get any form of separation back there. Nobody even looks like they can think of getting separation. Literally, run, bail out, check down. That's it. It's the same shit. Is Jonnu Smith on the field? Get the ball to Jonnu Smith. Dump down, check down again. Jalen Warren making plays, breaking tackles, staying on his feet, picks up a first down. This is literally our only chance. We got to keep swing passes in the flat. At best, if we're lucky to get somebody on a curl, that's our whole plan. We're not vertically pushing the ball down the field. It's only a matter of time before they make an adjustment to bring everything down. Somebody got to get down the field. Albeit, we got a couple of people who got a little bit of wiggle, right? Jalen Warren, Kenneth Gainwell can make some people miss, but somebody's got to make a play and break open, get some little bit of separation. It's the same fucking shit. This won't work as the game continues to move forward. Now, if you can generate points, that's great. Play action, somebody got to get open. Somebody got to get open. Rodgers down the field. Oh, my God. What the fuck? You can't miss. God damn it. You cannot miss that. Jonnu Smith was open. We actually had a chance to go down the field, and Rodgers missed him. That's on the old man. You got to throw that better ball. Fuck. What did I just say? Where's Jonnu Smith? Smith on the field. Rodgers actually made a play, but he missed him. Fuck. I almost fell off the goddamn treadmill. You got to throw a better ball, bro. Thank God Kyle Hamilton had just turned around. Because if he was in position, that's an interception. Rodgers got to make a better pass, bro. You're a future Hall of Famer. First ballot at that. You're one of the best throwers of the football of all time. You cannot miss your man there.
This Ravens team is terrible. And honestly, I want the entire coaching gone regardless of the result. Anyways, I hate the Steelers.
Well, damn. Well, I hate you too. I don't. I've always said if there was a team that I disliked the Giants for years, but I buried the hatchet, being a native New Yorker. But the rivalry between the Patriots, hate the Patriots as well, stole so many victories from us through the years. But somebody got to make a play, bro. This is ridiculous. Third down. I do not want to try no 59-yard fucking field goal, 58-yard field goal with Boswell. Rodgers, run, Rodgers, run, Rodgers, run, just fucking run. What are you doing? Just run. Why did he stop? You should have just kept running. God damn it, Aaron. Son of a bitch. Just keep running. Man's keep trying to throw the football down the field. Just run, old man. Nobody was there. Just keep running. What are you doing? Rodgers should have just kept running. He actually had an angle. Why did he stop? What was in front of him? Just keep running. Oh, my God. Boswell, 57 yards. Nobody makes more field goals in this stadium than Chris. Got it. All right, there we go. Bro, you got to be kidding me, bro. Hey, Aaron, I ain't saying he would have picked up the first down. I'm not saying he would have picked up the first down, but you got to keep running, bro. He was going vertical, looked behind him, and then went horizontal. Just keep running. Because look at the path that he was taking. Even if the Ravens defender was able to go and catch up, where Rodgers was going was out of bounds. You could have picked up 3-some yards, and if you want to try to Derek Carr extend it and put the football in front of you, don't fumble, of course, but if you're trying to get that ball in front of you, maybe they'll give you an additional yard. I ain't saying it's a guarantee they got the first down, but bro, you got to fucking hustle and try to get north. You got to get north. What you going horizontal for? What's wrong with him? Somebody pressed the side on this controller? Is that what happened? Rodgers was going forward, and all of a sudden, I think I'm going to go to the right. Why? Just keep going forward. Forward. Up. 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 The fuck's wrong with you? The Lord playing with a goddamn controller? What's that show with the kids? They watching the movie, K-pop Demon Hunters? We're going up, up, up. That's what you need to do, Rodgers. Run up, up, up to the first down marker. The fuck? Come on, man. Jesus. We got points, though. We got points, though. SNY said, why the treadmill? Because I just want. It's an okay movie. I've never seen it. I just kept hearing it all the time. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Some shit like that with an incredibly high octave that I can't reach. Nathan Batuan said, you done messed up, AA Ron. Retire, old man. Mike 7D for 5-1 said, would I go on a long road trip sitting next to EDP who hasn't showered with no working windows or AC if it meant the Steelers would reach the Super Bowl? For one, if this was 10 years ago, sure. Now, absolutely not. My reputation is everything. Under no circumstances will I be riding with a predator to see a squad win a championship when ultimately them winning has no bearings on my life. They win, cool. They lose, fuck, but cool. My life don't change. It don't put no more money in my pocket. It don't create a scenario where I have a longer lasting legacy because they won. I ain't on the field. I cheer for the team, don't get me wrong. But when they lose, I'll give my reaction and I'll move on with my day. I'm not punching holes in the wall. At one point, take a look at my wife. Talk about, oh man, I hate y'all, I'm gonna beat your ass. I turn them off. I'm O.J. Simpson. I'm not, like, what are we doing? Some folks, they be taking this shit to the heart. They got nothing else going on in life. They need their squad to win. It ain't happening. Nathan Batu on it. Said, as John Cena would say.
Is now following.
Says the Jets are ass. Indeed they are. Some folks be wilding. They be doing too much. I ain't gonna hold you. Some folks be doing too much. It's just one of them situations. Hey man, listen. They lose, they win. Cool. Woohoo. Yay. Or damn. Lamar about to run. Jalen Ramsey able to go make a play, slowed him down from picking up that first down. $1, put 2 on, said masterly crafted, world-class bitching. Dwayne put 2 on and said, how do I think SpongeBob feeling right now? Confused. Because you don't want to lose to the Giants, but you don't mind a higher draft pick? Does SpongeBob believe in tanking? MJ Swizzle just became a member. I appreciate you. Matt put 5 on, said, I know a content creator that the Steelers should hire as a wide receiver. Great guy, too. The greatest wide receiver of all time. He taught Jerry Rice. Oh, my. All right. Oh, was there a hold? Oh, I think that's what. Oh, damn. Down went. Ooh, damn. Well, actually, Ravens fans now, albeit it's not good to have a player down, Ravens fans probably would sit there and say, hey, man, they don't want to see 77 out there. He played 100% of the snaps, but he's been their worst offensive lineman all year. Noobs. Pateno said Chiseled is chiseling up them cheeks. I don't know about all that now. I don't know who chiseling up no cheeks, huh? Part of the game is this. Nathan Bavavon said, I know the sport of football is not about one person, but as a great player, TJ Watt, he's never won a playoff game in his career. Tragic. Yeah, Brandon Marshall's never even been to the playoffs. So going a whole career, no playoff appearances, but then in TJ's case, defensive player of the year should have been multiple. But not even winning a playoff game is outrageous. He's got to get to the playoffs and win a doggone game. Period. All right, 1st and 20, a holding call brings the Ravens backwards. Now, if you're Pittsburgh, you got to get a push. Is Hayward on the field? They should have swapped him. There's a handoff right there, trying to find Henry. Got to get a tackle. All right, Hayward, to get him down. Good tackle right there. Great tackle. They part, you fill. You got to bring some heat up front. Judging by the time, Pittsburgh is not one to have lengthy drives.
Favorite wrestler in and why?
Favorite wrestler in AEW and why? Probably. Now, I don't frequent AEW heavily like that, but I would say, well, I'm a Mercedes Moné, guy. So, but that's for the ladies. Mercedes Moné every opportunity I can. Oh wow, good play able to stop the screen and take him down for a sack. That's a smart defensive play right there. That's a smart defensive play right there. Hell of a goddamn job. Way to take care of business. That's how you use your head. That's how you use your head. Look how the D-line immediately reacted and responded, recognizing it was a screen. They were able to immediately recognize it was a screen. Black and Hayward had magnificent penetration because you're supposed to let the defensive line in. Immediately, instead of pursuing the quarterback, Black stopped and went horizontal. That's smart. That's understanding your assignment, your alignment, and responsibility. That's how you make plays. Way to force a fucking punt. That's a big, oh my God. I know Porter did not just push Hopkins down. Please don't throw no flag. Oh, that was a little concerning. Could you imagine they get a fucking first down because some nincompoop after a play decides to put somebody on the ground? That's magnificent recognition on defense. That's Pittsburgh Steelers football. Hell of a goddamn defensive series right there. As for AEW wrestlers, really like MJF, Swerve, FTR is probably my favorite tag team. But if I had to give you one, I'd probably go MJF. And there's the punt. No fumbles, no fumbles, no fumbles, no fumbles. All right, Calvin Austin, you took one to the house before. Can you do one here? No, you can't. Protect the football. Just go down. Just go down. All right. 6:10 on the clock. We get 4 first downs, which is a tough ask. We get 4 first downs. We could possibly end the half with us having the last possession. Because the concern that I have here is if we go 3 and out, Baltimore could potentially have the last touch of the football. I'm trying to get a 2-for-1 here. Put some points on the board at the end of the half and then open up the second half with some points as well. Third quarter, we've played very well the last month, really, all of December, really. We've played very well in the third quarter. But it's still the second quarter now. We got to make some shake. Nathan Patuon said, congratulations on Myles Garrett on sack number 23. Red said top 5 clitoris alerts of all time. Top 5 clitoris alerts of all time. Dumbass plays all time. Leon Lett. The Patriot game against the Raiders where, was it Jacoby Myers who threw the ball backwards into the arms of Chandler Jones that took it the other way? That's another clitoris alert right there. Leon Lett, the Patriot interception. Cardarius Tony had a good amount of clitoris alerts. The butt fumble, just because it's hilarious. All time. Butt fumble. The Miracle in the Meadowlands, where Herm Edwards recovered the fumble and took it to the end zone, because back then these dudes never really thought of the possibility of just kneeing the football down, and the game was already decided. This nincompoop runs forward and loses the ball. I forget who the running back was. But that was a clitoris alert as well. Max Brosmer throwing the damn football. No, the clitoris alert on the tuck rule is on the refs, really. Raheem Moore against the Ravens, in the playoffs. Seattle throwing the football in the Super Bowl, that's another one right there. Atlanta not running the ball in the Super Bowl. Nathan Batuan said Larry Zonka. He was the running back on the Miracle in the Meadowlands? Really? That'd be wild. Dan Orlovsky going out of bounds. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh can't turn the football over. Jonnu Smith's on the field. Can he set a block? He doesn't need to. Rodgers down the field. God damn, that's a great breakup right there. Marlon Humphrey got his hand on the football. That's a hell of a breakup. That's a good read by Rodgers. Even better play by Marlon Humphrey. He's not an all-pro no more, but he still has the DNA from here and there. He's a podcaster now. No, Des Bryant in Green Bay. That's not a clitoris alert situation. That's the refs getting it wrong because it was a catch. Nathan Patuon said, don't forget about Matt Eberflus on Thanksgiving. All right. Pittsburgh got to respond here. The defense starting to actually make some plays here and there, but you got to wake the fuck up. You got to make some shake here. Gainwell in motion. Why is Freiermuth not on the field, bro? What are we doing? Rodgers pass incomplete again. Good defense right there by Wiggins. Able to bat that football down. Come on, man. Golly. Brian Patu said kneeing at the end was frowned upon in the 70s. Correct. But that's somewhere you could just run, drop yourself down. Like sometimes, don't get me wrong. Obviously, hindsight being 2020, we could look at it from today's day and age and say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But knowing that at the time, bro, you gotta protect that damn rock. Like it's crazy. If you go back and you watch the game, for those who've never seen it or know what I'm talking about, if you search up Miracle in the Meadowlands, when you keep watching the replay, you're gonna sit there like, how the fuck did y'all let this happen? 3rd and 10 for Rodgers. Oh my God. Here comes Hamilton. Incomplete. We go fucking 3 and out. 555 on the fucking clock. We got to hope for a damn running into the kicker or roughing the kicker type call to come in. That's a terrible 3 and out right there. That's a terrible fucking 3 and out right there. Hell of a play by Marlon Humphrey. A tough pass in towards Adam Thielen, but that's just a better play by Wiggins. And on 3rd down, we didn't even have protection there to make sure that Rodgers would have enough time. And this is a bad read as well. But that's the only read he can make with the limited time that he had. That's a bad drive. That's a bad drive. All right, y'all got to get down there. Get down there. Force a fair catch. And there's laundry on the field. What's the flag for? It's probably on an illegal shift on the offense. They probably going to make us punt it again. Smock put 10 on it. Said, but who do I have as MVP? Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford. He made up for that dud on Monday night. Made up for the dud on Monday night. 4 touchdown performance today. I think he was already the MVP. Drake May had a very good game, but it was primarily, illegal motion on the offense. They want him to re-kick it. They want him to re-kick it. So, but Stafford's my MVP. Stafford's my MVP. Offensive player of the year is a little tricky. Offensive player of the year is a little tricky. Because I think Jonathan Taylor 100% played himself out of it. I'm thinking JSN or Puka Nacua could mess around and get it, or you could give it to Drake May. But JT played himself out of it. JSN, Puka Nacua, or Drake May. All right. He's going to fair catch. All he did was get a couple more yards. I don't mind that. Great job by the gunner to get down there. That's a hell of a job by the gunner to get down there. A.J. Brown will probably be available. You got to trade for him. I don't think he's going to be available on just regular free agency. Oh, McBride's not going to get it. McBride's not going to get it, but he will get that first team All-Pro. McBride is playing like the best tight end in the league. Can I do a split? No, I can't. Always wanted to, but I can't. I got to work on my mobility. Shadow Garnish said, have I seen Adam Pearce video promoting Raw tomorrow? No, but I will be at Monday Night Raw tomorrow with the CW Championship to honor the unknown Adonis. I got him this title, I want to say in 2019. So I will be at Monday Night Raw live from the Barclays Center with the ECW Championship around my waist to honor the unknown Adonis. So it is live from the Barclays Center. So this will be coming with me, ECW Championship, to honor the unknown Adonis. I also have a chain being commissioned at the moment. I don't know when it will arrive, but I have 2 chains with both the unforgettable Adonis and the unknown Adonis on one. And then I believe myself, I'll have to look at the photo, but I believe myself, the unchiseled Adonis and the unknown Adonis at my 31st birthday. I believe I put one of the videos at the end of the first initial video there that I had somebody take a photo of us in the moment. So I have that to commemorate him. Yeah, 2 chains. I'm going to wear them as often as I can. Probably every stream I'll have. I might be 3 chains Adonis on streams. Isn't Jericho supposed to be a bro? I don't know, but we fixing to find out. Motown put 2 on it. Said sorry, but CB probably the only points we will get tonight. Well, we'll see. Do I think Mox might show? I don't know. I don't think so. Do I think we'll see a title change tomorrow? Yes. Braun Breaker should become the new world heavyweight champion. So we shall see. What treadmill am I on? I'm on a walking pad. So it was the cheapest walking pad I could find on Amazon. It was $123 at the time. I think it's $139 right now. So whatever the case may be, it just says walking pad. There's no particular brand, but I do have an actual treadmill, Averon treadmill, with a screen and all the other stuff. I just got to get a membership. Oh wow, what do you know? 77 back on the field. He's back on the field. Pick for Rumble. Live for the women. And who did I say for the men? Oh my God, Derrick Henry's loose. Derrick Henry's loose. Big first down to take it inside Pittsburgh territory. How do you allow him to just run between the goddamn tackles and break loose, bro? We supposed to fill the goddamn gaps. Derrick Henry's already over 100. Derrick Henry's already over 100. How much does he need in order to take the rushing title away from James Cook? How much does he need to take the rushing title away from James Cook? Because he's over 1,500 yards for the season already, right? This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Oh, he's at 1,469. Well, he's over 1,500 now. Oh, Watt tried to get in there and punch that ball out. Didn't work out in his favor, but he needs 153 to get there. Shit. Well, he there. He there. He gonna get it. Why is Warren not running the ball like at all? No, they ran a couple of times. But the run game's it's not gonna be there. It's not gonna be there with the way that our philosophy thus far. Oh, dangerous pass there from Lamar Jackson. Now it's a 3rd and long. We got to get a stop. We got to get a stop, and we can't let them get 5. We have to get a stop and keep it at 3rd and 9 to force a punt. We cannot let them get yards here. And we're in a tough spot, too, because on the punt, they can pin us inside the 10. Come on now. Y'all got to get a stop. D-Hop is on the field, too. I know folks think D-Hop washed. Them hands still work. Them hands still work. 3rd and 9. 4:21 on the clock. Come on now. We got to be able to bring pressure up the gut. Benton and Cam Hayward got to make a play, but above all else, TJ Watt, it's time to show the fuck up. Lamar's going to run. He's got a first down and more. He's still on his feet. He's going to get out of bounds at the fucking 23. Is there laundry on the field? Yes, there is. I hope this is on Baltimore. I hope this is on Baltimore. Please back them boys the fuck up. Thank the Lord. I think it's a hold on Baltimore. Yes, it is. Thank the Lord. It was on the center, so they must have been holding Benton or they was holding Hayward. Where'd the hold occur? If it happened after Mans broke out, that'd be crazy. Where'd the hold come from? Oh, they dropped him into coverage. Wow! Wow, he held, oh my God. They actually had one on the play too. They won on that play too. That's a situation where low-key he could have let him go. They won on that play too. That sucks for Baltimore. That sucks for Baltimore because that would have, even if they got the stop there, that would have probably put them in a situation where you could at least try to field goal. Tough pat. You got to make that tackle. You have to make that tackle. Fuck. All right, now he gets to the 41. They're going to punt it. They're going to punt it. We got to get that fucking TFL, bro. They got to punt it from where they at, but they can pin us inside the goddamn 10. You got to get that TFL from outside. Come on, man. Shit. Give us some breathing room. Now we got to come out our own end zone. What was our longest guy? No, that's not a weak call. That's actually the right call. That's not a weak call. That's the right call. That's not a weak call. That was actually the right call. Let's call a spade because if it was the other way, you probably wouldn't be saying that's a weak call. That's actually the right call because you did see him reach around that area and actually prevent him from being able to move forward. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Move away. Get away from there. Good positive roll, takes it to the 9-yard line. Takes it to the 9-yard line. All right. Nathan had put 2-1 said, don't forget about Matty Flus for Thanksgiving. I had read that one. Then he said, Tyreek Stevenson trash talking Washington fans, him being responsible for tipping the ball into the hands. Oh yeah, with the touchdown from Washington last year. Sigma for 5-1 said, for the love of everything, Drew needs to beat Cody. Oh yeah, 100% needs to beat Cody without question. For the men's rumble, why aren't I combing my beard? I mean, I comb my beard, but my comb's over there. I'm walking right now. I don't give a damn what the beard look like. Men's rumble, LA Knight. I want to see LA Knight win it. He's going to make his return because, you know, he's been off television after getting jumped. And I believe, was it put through the car roof? I forget. But he was getting jumped and shit. We seeing a little sweat. Am I good? No. Thank you, Peyton, for kind of explaining. I mean, I've been walking in a suit in a heated room for an hour and 10 minutes. Nathan Patu on it said also, by the way, get the Death Note ready just in case. I mean, it's going to be ready regardless for one of the teams. Mango giving out 20 gifteds. Holding it down for the community. Pittsburgh's offense is rough. Well, we fixing to find out right now what they made of, because with 3:09 left to play in the half, if the Steelers pick up a couple first downs, this is the final drive of the half. It's do or die as far as I'm concerned. And you cannot go 3 and out because you're going to give Baltimore a short field. You have to put points on the board here. Truly. Not nice, but 2-1 said every NFL kicker should be able to kick. What distance? You should be able to kick at least a 55-yard field goal. Because at this point in today's NFL, the ability of kickers to be able to make 50-yard field goals, that's the bare minimum. But let's push the boundary just a little bit. If you can make 50, you should be able to make 55. That's about 55, that's the barometer. 55, and now albeit, it's not a chip shot by any estimation, but you got to be at least consistent on 50-yard field goals, because that gives your team an operation. Because where is it? If you get to the 33, it's a 50-yard field goal. So if you get down to the 37, 38, 37-yard line, that's really all you need to do to get down there to have an opportunity to get points. So it shortens the field. If you're wishy-washy on 50-yard field goals, bro, you're really limiting your squad. Jalen Warren, who asked for the Jalen Warren runs, he got a very positive run right there, gain of 15, I think, to pick up a first down. No laundry on the field, no laundry on the field. Caveman Austin giving out gifts, holding it down for the community. Matt put 2 on and said Bubby Brister was a top Steelers backup quarterback. Yeah, Bubby Brister actually was a good Steelers running back. Y'all remember Barry Foster leading the league in rushing? What was it, 91? I think Barry Sanders and the Lions had won the division, and Barry, who wasn't the running for the most yards, as a Barry. All right, there's a dump off. MVS doesn't have the wiggle, bro. We running slip screens to MVS. What we doing? Buddy don't got no wiggle. Get that ball to Calvin Austin on the goddamn slip screen. No, Mike Vick he was there for a hop and a skip. What do I think the Raiders do with the number 1 overall pick? They might mess around and use that on Mendoza! Julian, very first donation on the stream. $2.99. I appreciate you, family. We're going to the 2-minute warning. Pittsburgh picked up a first down and wasted another one. Top 5 NFL nicknames. Megatron, Primetime, Megatron, Primetime, Human Joystick, Megatron, Primetime, Human Joystick, Beast Mode. You know, I like Night Train. I was thinking of what the hell did they call Christian Okoye? What did they call Okoye? It was Nigerian. Was it Nigerian? No, it wasn't Bulldozer. That's fucking stupid. It was Nightmare. I think it was Nightmare. Was it Nigerian Nightmare? Was it Nightmare? Nigerian Nightmare, right? Yeah, Nigerian Nightmare.
Jfish Crazy is now following.
So Nightmare, Beast Mode, Primetime, Megatron. I like Slash. Slash was cool. The Bus, obviously, it was cool. Sonic, Knuckles, awesome. Quadzilla, Quad Father. Sweetness. Human Joystick, yeah, is an AO, but if you watched Dante Hall play, you get it. Devin Hester, really, him and Adrian Peterson, I don't think they really drove the name into the dirt like they should have. Like all day and any time for Hessler. Like really, they should have been trademarking any. Oh yeah, Superman for Cam Newton. There we go. We got that. He hate me as XFL, but that's funny. But yeah, Superman. I'd probably have Superman for Cam Newton. I could deal with that. Optimus Grimes. It's because he had to pick on Megatron and he tried to go with the Optimus. It didn't work. It didn't work. The Fridge, I can live with that. Calling another man Human Joystick is crazy. I mean, being a New Yorker, of course, it's crazy. It's like an AO Hall of Famer. But watching how he played, you kind of get it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Randy Moss with
Mother
Moss.
84 is now following.
You feel like Cam Little may be the new Legatron. 67-yard field goal today. Well, technically, he should be, but the problem is it wasn't necessarily a nickname that was passed on. They just called Greg Zuerlein Legatron. He had that moniker, so unfortunately, you can't take it from somebody else. Now, if Greg Zuerlein were to come out and then call him Legatron, and then it catches on, then you're good. But it's kind of difficult to take somebody's nickname and bestow it upon somebody else. Minister of Defense, Taylor said, who will win, the Bills or the Jags? Rodgers, oh my God, Wiggins is playing well today, bro. That's like PBU number 3. Oh shit, he need to relax. Son screaming and shit, they gonna mess around and get a flag. He better chill. He better chill. I know he feeling himself right now, but you got to be smart. You got to remember today's NFL, you can get a taunting flag for anything. But Wiggins, that's a hell of a play. That's a hell of a fucking play. That's a good read by Rodgers, but a better play by Wiggins. That's just good defense right there. That's good defense right there. Tonester Patuna said, Bam Bam, Chancellor. Justin said, glad to catch. Oh, brother, yeah, I appreciate you, man. How's the recovery going? On the knee. All right, Rodgers, third down. You got time. You got time. If you got to run, tuck it. Go, Rodgers, go. Go, Rodgers, go. Go, Rodgers, go. First down and more. Oh, shit, I thought he didn't step out of bounds. He could have kept going. He could have kept going. Remember, who was it? Was it Joe Montana who scored the he didn't score was it scoring a rushing touchdown? No, I think he just ran for a first down. And Lawrence Taylor eased up on him and he told him, yo, you do that shit again, I'm gonna knock your ass out. And then 2 championship games, he got knocked the fuck out. But Rodgers should have fucking tucked that and went up the sideline and said, fuck all that. I'm fixing to retire anyway. All right, Thielen, make somebody miss, Thielen. There we go. I got a Thielen. Not first down, gain of a few. Let's move now. Let's move. Don't use no timeouts. Let's move. Don't give Baltimore no opportunity to make no adjustments. Let's move. Let's move. We got 90 seconds. Let's be smart with the football. Where we at right now? Now inside Baltimore territory. Oh, middle of the field. If they don't send nobody back, you got the middle of the field. We got to run it hot to Fryer move right here. Fuck, they got somebody dropping back into coverage. Dump off to Kenneth Gainwell. Get a block. Get outside. Cut inside. Make another man miss. First down. All right, let's move the chains. Back on the ball. 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 We can use the timeout here if we want, but we can get back on the ball and potentially run this football. No, we're going to use the timeout. Bring the clock back up to 1-9. Bring the clock back up to 1-9. When did Adam get traded to the Steelers? No, he got released, and then after that, picked up by Pittsburgh. Hell of a goddamn drop. They dropped the linebackers back. That's a great call from Pittsburgh. That's a good time to actually use the screen. They dropped the linebackers back. They let the D tackles through. It gives your actual line a chance just to get to the second level because you're already past the defensive line. That's a perfect response call right there. And heads up run by Rodgers to actually tuck the football and take off this time around. That's a hell of a goddamn adjustment. Why the hell we not getting more time on the clock? What the fuck? If we was going to use the timeout, why the fuck is it at 105 and not 109? What are we doing? We wasted precious seconds for what? How did we not get time back if we were going to use a timeout? Calvin Austin, middle of the field, first down. Back on the ball. Don't use a timeout. Back on the ball. Back on the ball. Back on the ball. Back on the ball. How the fuck we don't get no time back, bro? What are we doing? That's confusing as hell. We used a timeout. Like, what's going on? Nathan Bafai wants to safe to say that Blair Walsh's career was not the same after missing a 27-yard field goal against Seattle. Been 10 years since that moment. Go Hawks. Yeah, it was brutal. Because I think they actually had a chance that year, too. All right. Where we going, Rodgers? Incomplete. 29 seconds left here. He's trying to play the boundary and just get out of bounds, conserve that timeout, but continue to try to march down the field. We got to play that middle, bro. We got to play that middle. Now's a good time to try to exploit the safety. Depending on what the coverage may be, try to run a corner from the inside, run maybe a dig underneath, have a seam on the other side of the field, but with Freiermuth to figure out if the safety's going to bite.
Renee underscore knee
Are they in too
underscore
high?
is
What are
now
they
following.
in? Switch the camera. All right, they got too high. Let's see how they play it. All right, Gainwell. Get out of a first down. Oh, he's down. Timeout, timeout. Timeout, timeout, timeout. He didn't get out of bounds. Timeout. Oh, he's down short. Just, if you're going to go down, get the first down. Why, bro? You take a positive yard, positive play, and make it negative at the end. Sean Angel, but defense getting paid too. Sean Angel put 20 on it. Said your girlfriend is rooting for the Ravens. She's watching with anticipation. All right. 3rd and 1. What do you got? Let's not try no rocket balls, please. Wait, now it's 3rd and 2? It just went from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 2. They readjusted the location of the football? That's not on Tomlin. That's on Gainwell. He got to get out of bounds. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. You can throw this sumbitch hot to MVS. Throw it hot to MVS. He's bailing. Get out of bounds. There it is. Throw it hot to MVS. Get out of bounds. Fuck. Oh, my God. Timeout. 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 Give us some time back. We got to get back to 16. I know my football. Said it before the play. Throw a hot to MVS. You can see the corner already showed his damn. He already showed his move. We got to get some time back, bro. What the fuck? You call timeout immediately. Yo, they've hold us on 9 seconds, bro. We've got hold on 9 seconds on this drive. We've got hold out of 9 seconds, bro. Come on, man. We got enough time to try a couple of shots to the end zone. The Ravens are just going to try to keep everything in front of them. We can't catch it short of the boundary and try to run it in. No, you're not going to get a flag. You're not going to bait a fucking flag at this point, Calvin Austin. Get your ass back to the goddamn huddle. They're not going to bait no flag. Zero Fox just became a member. I appreciate you. He was already out of bounds, too. You wasn't going to get that flag. They had a safety in the middle of the field, so even if Freiermuth was able to go and break open, they have somebody underneath. He's trying to bait a call. You're not going to get that. Just run your route, bro. Got to be smart here. Get protection. Yeah. You got one last shot. You got one last shot and then kick the field. I actually don't mind the field goal either because you're starting to drive. You starting out the following quarter with the football. I don't mind if you get a field goal, but touchdown would be great. Touchdown would be great. Sean Angel put 20 on it, said, she said you better not root for the Steelers since she bought you a Carolina WWE belt. She also said, much love to me, but she needs the Steelers to lose. Well, we'll see what happens in the next 30 minutes of football, but the next hour and a half of the broadcast. All right, what do you got, Rogers? Oh, there it is. You got the flag. You got the flag. Pass interference on the defense. You got the flag. Fuck, but there's 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. What do you want to do? They're going to mark it at the 1 yard line. Now is decision time. What do you want to do? It's PI on the defense. I want to see the replay to see if it's legitimate, though, because you're towards the back of the end zone. Deuce said marry that woman because she's a Ravens fan. But what about the money she stole from my parents' life insurance? Doesn't matter. She's a Ravens fan. Oh, that's kind of soft of a penalty. Let me see here. No, that's 100% illegal contact in the end zone. Oh, yeah, the ball was coming. Yeah, pass interference. Pass interference. That's a good call. Yeah, and he followed all the way through. That's pass interference. It was weak at first. It was 100% illegal contact at first because the defender did, and Kyle Hamilton establish, or I should say initiate contact, but then through the actual trying to get his hands up, that's a pass interference. All right, 1st and goal. You got to make up your mind here. You got to score. You got to score. I think they're just going to try to see if they can get him to jump. Here we go. Toss. Get outside. Fuck. Good play by Baltimore. That's a good play by Baltimore. Not a very good call overall. You tried to gamble. Didn't work out in your favor. That's a good play by Baltimore. That's a good play by Baltimore. I appreciate the aggression. That's just a hell of a play by Baltimore. And Kyle Van Noy, Gilman versus Gainwell, if he tried to see if he could get outside, he shouldn't have tried to cut back inside. But he didn't know Kyle Van Noy was there. He should have just tried to keep drawing outside. But Gilman shaded on the outside. That's a hell of a play by Baltimore. That's a hell of a play by Baltimore. I don't mind the gamble, but I don't mind the gamble because you had the 1st and goal situation. Again, I said the touchdown would be great, but field goal, at least you're getting some points there. I don't mind the gamble. Not really a big fan of the play call, but that's just better fucking defense right there from Baltimore. That's just a hell of a goddamn play from Baltimore. That's just a hell of a play by Baltimore. I don't know why we would try to run outside. They tried to hope that Baltimore would over-pursue.
Darkstar 346 is now following.
They were hoping that Baltimore would over-pursue. That's just a hell of a play by Gilman, able to shade outside, forcing Gainwell to cut back. And then you had Kyle Van Noy, who stayed there on the inside. It's just a hell of a play by Baltimore. Why isn't Warren getting more carries? Yeah, we're not running the football very well. He had a very good run and then didn't really do too much after that. That's just a hell of a play by Baltimore. Truly, that's just a hell of a play by Baltimore. Anytime you're on the 1 yard line, you know what my philosophy is: up the fucking gut. Period. Up the motherfucking gut. I don't play them outside games. All right. How long I've been walking? Hour and a half? Yeah, essentially an hour and a half. 16.5 thousand steps. I could live with it. I run in between the tackles if you're at the 5. Run in, but where's Darnell Washington? He broke his arm. He's out. He broke his arm. He's out. Push to, no, touch push, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Gotcha, bitch.
Vito Andrew is now following.
But because of how this end of the drive at the half went, you have to score on the opening drive. You have to score on the opening drive. Shit! I need it!
Shattered Soul 22 just subscribed.
Okay. Adala said, when am I firing Tomlin? I mean, they're never going to fire him. It's just a matter of when he no longer wants to coach. If he doesn't want to come back after 2027, then he's
is now
gone.
following.
But they're not going to fire son. Scorpion must have been hanging out with that guy. What's his name? Malcolm? Asking for Waffle House order. I'm not in the South, so I can't tell you the menu off the top of my head. But I know I'll probably get that T-bone steak. Shattered Soul just became a member. I appreciate you. The Jets should be traded to the UFL for the Battlehawks. It's crazy. Son said the UFL is outrageous. All-Star breakfast, can't go wrong with that. All right, so let me go over in Discord. I got some money that has to be sent. Okay, so anti-Bronx fee. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 5. God damn. Okay. Everybody had Zell. Nee put 2 on it. Said Sean's GF here. Love your commentary and frustration. Well, I appreciate you tuning in to my pain, but also the creativity as well. Ethan put 129 Mexican pesos on it. Said which current NFL quarterback is keep or cut threshold better than him? You keep your QB, worse than him, you trade or cut. Okay, keep or cut threshold. Better than him, you keep your QB. Worse than him, you trade / cut. Someone who's right on the threshold. Michael Penix? Who's consistent quarterback for the year? Because Cousins is going to most likely end up retiring within the next couple of years. I have no faith in J.J. McCarthy. He'd be somebody who I'd let go. But primarily, he hasn't played enough games, really. But still, not liking anything that I'm seeing from him. Jacoby Brissett in front of Kyler Murray's most likely out of Arizona, 100% out of Arizona. Is curious to where he's going to end up going. Gino, 100%. I think he's done. Outstanding. Tonga Vailoa, he needs to leave. Go somewhere else. It's probably his last year in Miami. Yeah, that'd probably be those three. Kyler, Tua, and Penix. Kyler, Tua, Penix. Snorf put 20 on it. Said, as a Browns fan, it is a hard game for you to root for anyone, but you got to say Ravens, the standard is the standard. Love the videos, Adonis. I appreciate you. Multi-Noble Spartan put 2 on it. Said 9-8 to the Diddy cookout. Yeah, well, official Drolowski put 2 on. Said Mike been there for the longest time, getting 9-8. Well, what's funny about it is he only got 9-8. One season? He was 10-7, 10-7. Then you had the 9-6-1 season where we tied the Browns. I think it was the Lions. It escapes me, but. He has more 10-7 seasons than 9-8 seasons, but he had a couple of 8-8 seasons here and there. Back-to-back 8-8, I believe, in 2012 and 2013. Then 11-5 or 10-6 in 14. What were we in 15? 11-5 in 15? 13 and I forget. But he's had more 10-7 seasons than 9-8 seasons, but the joke still stands. It's 9-8 or 10-7 every single year. What do I think of Drake May's performance? He took a large step forward. He took a large step forward. No tush push. I wouldn't have ran that. I would have just ran the ball up the gut. Give the ball to Jalen Warren. Put a fullback back there and run through somebody's face. Because Pittsburgh Steeler football, you get to the 1 yard line. What are we doing? Jerome Bettis up the gut. Obviously, we ain't got the bus back there. But Jalen Warren, Kenneth Gainwell, you fucking tuck that football. You run up the gut. What are we going outside for? It's a stupid play call, but a better play by the D. And on top of that, here's what I didn't like. What they should have done was ran the motion like a re-zig first. Try to motion Jonnu Smith, identify the coverage and the defense. You see they're in man. Cool. If Humphrey's going to go with Jonnu Smith and you have Gainwell going to the outside, you got to hope that Van Noy bites and potentially the corner bites as well in order to get the toss to work. Should have just ran up the gut. I've always said it's inexcusable when you're inside the fucking 5 yard line. Bring a fullback out there, tuck that goddamn football, or I should say, tell that fullback, run through somebody's face and go up the gut. Go up the gut. God damn. Against the Jets this year, 14-3, 3,600 passing yards, 36 TDs, no INTs. God damn. I said in the commentary, Aaron Glenn caught, 41 interceptions in his career? He should have went out there to go try to fucking play cornerback. Wait, they got John Hamm is hosting the NFL Honors? He about to, ooh. No INTs in a whole season is crazy indeed. I will. Mr. GH2 said, Triple P is streaming as well. Oh, what's going on, brother? By the way, congratulations. I believe Olivia had informed me yesterday evening. Tom Grossi had rated your guys' stream as well. Shout out to the community, man. I'm telling you guys, listen, there's more than enough space for everybody who has, has desire to be a content creator, streamer, podcaster, whatever the case may be. There's more than enough space for everybody. We don't need to gatekeep. We don't got to sit around and not support each other. Even if it's a like, a comment, a share, a subscribe, we got to look out for each other, man. 110%. We got to look out for each other. So shout out to you guys continuing to do your thing. 100 episodes, that's big. A lot of people quit after maybe 10, 20 at best. I think if you take a look at the percentages of the amount of individuals who start a podcast who make it to 100 episodes, a very small percentage. So kudos to you guys getting the job done. KC Sports Nerd said, am I streaming every game next weekend? That's a great question. I am really pondering it. I'm really considering it. Because in the past, I remember years prior, I had streamed every single game. It all just depends on the timing of everything. Because I know you're going to have one game on Monday. Obviously, I'll be streaming every single day of the playoffs. But then it's just a matter of figuring out there's 2 games on Monday? So they're going to have 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday? Oh, I don't like that. 2 on Monday. Oh. 2 on Monday. Given that it's 2 and not 3, I could potentially do it. Just depends. Gear Trail, for 5 on it, said Falcons fired both Raheem Morris and Terry. Oh, and by the way, Matt Ryan confirmed to be involved in the football decisions. Oh my, that's going to be interesting. See how things play out. Shoddy said, you've been rocking with me since 2016. Much love from Baltimore. I appreciate you. Final 30 minutes. Let's see which one of our teams come out with the W. Best of luck to the Ravens fans, and of course, best of luck to my Pittsburgh Steelers fans. We'll see how things play out. No, it's 2-3, then 1. Because right now I'm seeing it says Monday, matchup TBD, and then they have Houston at TBD. So they don't have that yet, and then they have it kind of separated over. It says Sunday, and they don't have anything listed for Saturday yet, but you know there's going to be a Saturday game. So I guess we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we have to. No, I just refreshed it. I'm on ESPN looking at the schedule right now. It might be on NFL.com that you might be on, or maybe even on Google. But ESPN, I don't have it there yet. Suarez, what's going on? Mr. JY, how's it going? All right, Pittsburgh gets this football to open up the half. Here we go. Texans play whoever win this game. Yep. Knee popper. McGee put 2 on and said, love you, Chisel. Glad to catch a live stream. I appreciate you. Oh, damn. Oh, he rolled up on his ankle. Who is that in coverage? I think he's all right. Just got to jog that off. Snorf put 5 on said, also, I know it might be, it's a fair lay, but sorry to hear about my brother. Prayers to you and the family. I appreciate that, Snorf. Means a lot. 1205 for life put 2 on said top 5 unsung heroes in NFL history. Unsung heroes. Unsung heroes. Unsung heroes. Unsung heroes. Who? Mike Jones for the Rams. Super Bowl 34 for St. Louis, making the tackle on Dyson. So that could probably get my mind started on unsung heroes. There's Jaylen Warren on the carry. Good positive yardage. Gain of 9. Keep giving that football to Jaylen Warren. Let's run that goddamn ball down their throat. Run that goddamn ball down their throat. You said Google got the the schedule? Well, Saturday, 4:30, 8 o'clock. Sunday, 1, 4:30, 8:15. And then wild card on Monday. See, that's what I anticipated. It'd be 3 on Sunday. See, the 3 on Sunday is going to be very tough. Oh my God, Jaylen Warren readjustment gets the first down. All right, at least we can move the chains. This positive yardage falls after a gain of 3. I think they're going to stop the forward progress at 1. Mike Jones tackle Super Bowl 34. Earl Morrall and the role he played for the perfect Dolphins in 72. Jeff Hostetler stepping in for an injured Phil Simms all of 1990. You know what? If I was to go unsung heroes, I don't even want to go with isolated plays, because then at that point, now you got to throw in like a Malcolm Butler and shit. Rodgers got to get rid of this football over the middle. Oh my God, he just missed Thielen. Thielen's looking for a flag. He's not going to get it. Y'all got to stop looking for fucking calls to come in and bail y'all out, bro. Y'all got to go out there and play football, dog. Refs is not throwing them flags. You got to go out there and play some motherfucking football. All black suit for the Steelers season, or somebody wearing a black suit, because this is blue. Oh, dangerous fucking pass. Oh, damn. Kyle Hamilton got rocked by his teammate. Kyle Hamilton is down. That's not good. And Rodgers wants a flag. He's not going to get one after the fact. Replay assist can't come in and adjust that. Oh, that's 100% pass interference. He just got caught with a clubbing blow. That is pass interference. That's 100% pass interference. Caleb Austin got fucking clotheslined on his way down trying to make a reception there. Yeah, you got to throw that flag. That's crazy they didn't throw the flag there. That's actually wild. Gilman went right into Kyle Hamilton, but they should have thrown the flag. That was 100% a flag. That was 100% a flag. You got to throw that flag there. That man just hit that dude with a clothesline. That's crazy. Man's got hit with a fucking clothesline. You got to throw the flag there. That was wild. Matt Patu said, should Pittsburgh try a three-way deal to get sent? No, they didn't draft him. And on top of that, they don't have the philosophy to have him there. Why I keep asking? Matt, you've been in the chat every single time. You can't keep asking about Sanders. They don't have the philosophy to be able to even create a scenario where Sanders can succeed. I don't want him there. It's going to be bad media. If we not pushing the ball down the field, if we don't have the offensive line to go and protect, we don't got the pieces for him to throw the football to, what good is he going to do on the franchise? Nothing. It's going to be a bad situation and a shitstorm in the media. Not doing it. We so major, but 5-1 said Jets going the entire year with no picks. Must be nice. Always being sacked. Yeah, it's terrible for them. No, Sanders doesn't require an indoor team. You need an offense that has security blankets that are already there with an offensive line that can facilitate him holding on to the foot. Like, for example, if Bruce Arians was still coaching and you take Sanders and put him in Tampa Bay, you can watch him go out there and attempt, somewhat flourish because you have a Mike Evans who's aging, of course, and then Buka who's emerging, a healthy Chris Godwin when he comes back, or whatever the case may be. Well, I mean, he's back now, but then their season's over. But judging by the situation, if Godwin was healthy for the whole year, you have Mbuka still be the rookie that he was. You have actually a healthy Mike Evans or something of that nature. You got a Cade Otton who's relatively solid. You got a couple of backs, in the backfield between White and Irving who are decent. You have an offensive line that can at least somewhat protect. If you have a coach that can actually be in a situation where you encourage him to hold on to the football, because that was Arians' whole philosophy was like, hold on to the ball long enough to be able to push the ball down the field or let something go and develop. You'll be able to go and lean into the game, because what did you see when he was in Colorado and Jackson State? Hold on to the ball as long as you can until somebody comes open. You can't go to an offense that doesn't give you no motherfucking time, let alone don't got no pieces to get the football to, or in an organization that actually don't really want you there. You're not going to have an opportunity to go out there and flourish. Pittsburgh, under no circumstance, will be able to actually lean into the strengths of George Sanders. It's not happening. We let George Pickens leave, not just because of behavioral issues, but we're not even really going to be able to utilize and maximize his talent. Folks saw George Pickens' productions this year and looked like, Pittsburgh's stupid. How didn't you know he was capable of this? We all knew he was capable of this. We all knew he was capable of this. This shit wasn't foreign at all. I wasn't remotely surprised. When I saw him get traded, you go back to watch my video. Everything I said about Son came true. The only thing that didn't happen was him super crashing out. Fry move reception first down. Only thing that didn't happen was him super crashing out over there in Dallas. Everybody who's a Pittsburgh fan who actually understands football is not shocked by George Pickens' production whatsoever. But you knew he wouldn't have reached those numbers in Pittsburgh because motherfuckers are just not throwing the football like that. Period. Justin Tone in the building. What's going on? How long y'all been? Justin Tone been subscribed for a long time, man. I appreciate y'all. Drafting a quarterback this year? Nope, I don't see it happening. We got to shore up that O-line. I think we should give Will Howard a chance, but we'll see. Toss outside. That's Jonnu Smith in the backfield. He's going nowhere. Protect that football, though. Protect that football, though. Ora, what's going on? Yeah, it's a Pittsburgh problem. It's not a Pickens problem. At least with the issues with the wide receivers, because moving no Hamilton in the secondary, Pittsburgh better capitalize, or Smith's an idiot. Well, 100%, yeah. Yeah, broken forearm for those who are asking about Darnell Washington. Broken forearm, unfortunately. Nightmare said you've been subscribed for 10 years. That is impossible, but all right. Rodgers down the field. Got him. Adam Thielen, great hands. All right. Right down the red line. That's what we wanted to see. Hell of a catch right there by Thielen. I got a Thielen. Ooh, ooh. Big first down. White man connection. Use those Caucasoid powers. It's January. It's a white Christmas. It's a white winter, and it's time for a white offense. That sounds crazy. What are we in New England? One way or another, move the goddamn football down the field. Move the doggone football down the field. Big time catch right there from Alan Thielen. Oh, is that his wife? All right, first from the 11-yard line. I don't actually mind the 11-yard line. We could get a first and goal from the 1. But let's keep running this football right down their throat. Give the ball to Jalen Warren. Let's run this goddamn football. Well, I got to find a reason to hate on the Patriots. My God, what you mean hate on the Patriots? Bro, was Tom Brady's offense not white? Let's call a spade a spade. You take a little white receiver, you bring him to New England, all of a sudden motherfuckers be playing like they could ultimately be a Pro Bowler. Wes Welker was doing what in Miami? Absolutely nothing. Came to New England. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. Look at Julian Edelman. When he was at Kent State, what was he doing? Playing quarterback and shit. Came to New England. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. What the hell was motherfucking Hogan doing? Dump off Jalen Warren, make a man miss. There it is. Warren, tuck that football. First down. No. Oh, he's short by 1 yard. Well, what the hell was Hogan doing in Buffalo? Nothing. Came to nothing New England. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. And anybody who was freaking white puts on a goddamn jersey, come to New England, they was cooking. Danny Amendola. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. It didn't matter who it was. Danny Woodhead. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. James White, he's black, but his last name is White. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope, but I'm black. I'm telling you right now, was it not the truth? Hand off Jalen Warren up the gut. Ooh, he's short. Damn. He's short. Now it's decision time for Pittsburgh. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? 4th and 1, you need less than a yard. I say keep the offense on the field. This division title, you got to go for it now. You right back in the same situation, but you have to succeed now. Better not try that goofy-ass motherfucking QB sneak. Oh, now they bring Cam Hayward back out there. They better not do this fucking QB sneak and have motherfucking Rodgers back there, bro. Oh, my God, they're going to do it again. Rodgers, oh, my God, no. I think he got there. He got there. I don't understand why they run it like this, bro. I don't understand why they run it like this. Get Rodgers off the fucking field if you're not going to run a fake. You're going 11 on 10 for what? 11 on 10 for what? And Connor Hayward keep favoring towards the left. It's so obvious now. If they run this shit again, Baltimore's going to blow it the fuck up. That's the second goddamn time he takes the snap, waits till, oh shit, Kyle Hamilton's going to the back. That's not good. But he does the same shit. He always veer into, oh my God, Baltimore was unprepared. He got there. That's a touchdown, but I think it's going to be a flag on Pittsburgh. This might be coming back for an illegal shift. Low key, it might be a flag for, oh wait, the same ref who threw the flag for the same ref who threw the flag is the one who signaled touchdown. So is it a flag on the defense? It's got to be a flag on the defense. The same motherfucker who threw the flag is the same guy who put his hands up for touchdown. What's the flag? It got to be on the defense. 12 men on the defense, offside. Yeah, it have to be on the defense. That's a touchdown. The same referee who threw the flag was the same one who signaled touchdown, so it had to be on the defense. And on top of that, Baltimore was tripping over each other. Look at the adjustment. They were trying to get in position. Watch, Mans tripped over. They tripped over each other. He opened up the boundary right there, and still Raquan Smith came over top. Look where Raquan Smith came over top. So did Kyle Van Noy. But Pittsburgh was able to take advantage because, folks, they actually tripped into the boundary that maybe Connor Hayward was trying to go into. Remember, he keeps going left shade on Frazier's ass. It's an easy tell every single time. He's pretty much going the same spot. You got to make this extra point, though, Boswell. Got to make the extra point. Can't miss no extra points. Can't miss no extra points. Can't miss no extra points. Got to put this through the uprights. You got a field goal. If you actually kick the field goal before, you're up by 3. But it's always this AFC North football. You got to gamble. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't. Extra point. Got it. J-Dub still living on what was said a few minutes ago. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. Is it not true, though? You come to Tom Brady and Belichick's Patriots, if you happen to have a little bit of the Caucasoid skin, you able to go out there and perform, period. Aaron retiring with a Super Bowl would be a storybook ending. Yeah, there's only, how many players, prominent players, Hall of Fame players were able to walk off of the stage Super Bowl champions? Andrew Whitworth, I'm trying to go backwards in time. I know you're gonna throw out John Elway, the bus, Michael Strahan. Yeah, let's just try to go in backwards. We'll go backwards. So see, I saw Peyton Manning. Can we try to go back? So Whitworth is probably the most recent. Philly, no, because Kelsey had retired 1 year before they could. Did Terrell Suggs play a year after they won the championship with Kansas City? I don't think so, but he wasn't even really super prominent at that particular point. No, Donald played a year after. He tried to see if he could get the repeat. It didn't work out. He didn't retire a champion. Whitworth. Before Whitworth. Manning. Before Manning. Lewis. Before Shady McCoy was when he went out back-to-back champion, but it wasn't like this is my swan song before the season, nor was he a super focal point of what happened. Brady didn't go out a champion. That's ridiculous. Brady retired way too doggone soon for you to sit there and say Brady went out of champ. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like we were there. Lewis. Before Lewis. No, Corey Dillon didn't go out a champion. He retired. He came back. He was there a couple of years. No, actually, no. Corey Dillon was on the team that lost in the AFC Championship against the Colts. So no, not Corey Dillon. Ed Reed played for the Jets and the Texans the following year in 2013. He should have walked off the stage with Ray. Ray Lewis. Before Lewis, it might just be Strahan. Yeah, before Lewis, it was Strahan. Before Strahan, it was Jerome Bettis. Before Bettis, it might be Elway because the Patriots back-to-back, no. Tampa, no. Rams, no. Patriots, no. Ravens, no. John Elway. Before Elway, Reggie White kept playing. Dallas, no. Niners, no. Packers, no. Giants, no. Elway might have been the first. I'm trying to think now. In the 80s, was that prominent player who retired Super Bowl champion and called it as, hey, this is my career. Elway might have been the first. I'm trying to, because 60s, I wouldn't be. Lombardi? Well, no, Lombardi retired after 68, and then he came back and then coached with the Redskins. No, Chancellor kept playing. Bradshaw retired after 83. It was a year before they went to the AFC Championship. Then he was done. There you go. Good tackle. Good fucking tackle. Favre didn't go out a champion. Donald didn't go out a champion. Bill Walsh did go out a champion. Yeah, if we go coaches, Bill Walsh did go out a champion. Should have came back for the three-peat. So, yeah, Bill Walsh. Well, but he's a coach. Shannon Sharp came back, and then he went to, they came back the year after. Then they ended up going to Denver, played his last 2 years. Why are they playing the Banjo-Kazooie thing? You know what's funny? Stadiums be playing themes under the sun. Did Gronk? No, he came back a year after in 21, and then he retired. Yeah, but I guess that's the list. So it would be apropos if Rodgers can go out a champ, but that can't be looking too far into the future. Here comes, there's the pressure. Down goes Lamar. Nearly gets sacked. Oh, shit, they got a Steeler down. Uh-oh. They got a Steeler down. Is that Queen or is that Ramsey? It looked like it was 6 or 5 that was down. Oh, that's Ramsey who's down. That's not good. They just lost Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens, and now Pittsburgh could be without Ramsey. Let's find out what's going on here. Doc Ock put 2 on it. Said, should Cam Newton be in the Panthers Ring of Honor? 100% he should be. 100% he should be. And I don't like the slander that a lot of folks is giving Cam Newton. Now, albeit, you can definitely levy some criticism towards Cam for his takes, but people got to recognize what he's trying to do is not just to give out just controversial takes here and there, but with his game changer versus game manager criticism, or I should say critique. It's better to call it critique than criticism. I think there is some legitimacy to it, but I don't like the fact that people are trying to devalue how important Cam Newton was. Like, Gerald McCoy put out a tweet to Asante Samuel to kind of explain, like, bro, the whole game plan was centered around this dude. Like, okay, if you look at the statistics, for example, they went 15-1 in 2015, right? Weakest schedule in the league, all this other. If you actually take into account the strength of the guys who was on the squad, that team had no business being that good. Secondly, look at 2016. Look how many one-score games they lost. Look how many one-score games they lost. They could have easily been a 12-4 football team. Pass is bad. Oh, is it picked off? It's picked off. TJ Watt, baby. Yeah. 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 Welcome back. TJ Watt, get that leg in the air. Get the leg in the air. I need a high kick. I need a high kick one time. Ah! I almost pulled my hamstring. I'm going to do it again. Ah! I got a little bit low over there. I need more mobility. Get that foot up there. Ah! TJ Watt. With the INT, Big Cam Hayward and Highsmith got their hands on the football. It was ricochet right into the arms of TJ Watt. Let's fucking go. That's how you make a play. Nah, I ain't gonna hurt myself. I'm actively working out. But yeah, Cam Newton should be in the Hall of Honor. Omega put 10 on and said, just wanted to sing it again. I'm the great white hope. And now it actually applies. TJ Watt is white. I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. Making plays. All right, Aaron dumps it off to I almost said James Conner again. Jalen Warren reversing field. That dude's a fucking bowling ball, bro. When you need someone to call the cops, I'm the great white hope. I'm the great white hope. When Brady needs a wide receiver, indeed. Don't unk myself. It's crazy. You love the way Warren runs? I do too, because he's very physical. Like, literally the epitome of a Pittsburgh Steeler back. That's why I actually I wasn't a fan of them letting Najee Harris go, because I liked the 1-2 punch. The only downside was Najee Harris' vision was slightly better than Trent Richardson, and that's saying something. Like, I can't tell you how many holes Najee Harris just bypassed for whatever reason. All right, hand that football off. Jalen Warren, another positive yardage. First down. Let's keep running this goddamn football now. Let's run this football now. Sean put 5 on, said, as a Panther diehard, Cam 100% deserves his earned spot. He didn't only make the Panthers fun. He made Carolina as a whole during that time. Indeed, 110%. 110%. Oh, yeah. Hamilton's being evaluated right now. 1st and 10 right now for the Steelers from the 15-yard line. Oh, no. We're too jumbo. Let's run this football. There it is. Jalen Warren continuing to make positive yardage. Picks up another set of yards, more positive yards. Just keep running this fucking football, bro. Give that goddamn Samoan the goddamn ball. Tim Harris put 20 on, said, less than a month. That man had a collapsed lung. Now he's playing like it never happened. He's not human. He's still a fucking Hall of Famer. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. A down season for TJ Watt, it's not a career year for a player, but it's a slightly above average year for the average player, right? And I know folks, oh my God, how does he even get out of that tackle, bro? He's only able to gain 1 yard, but that's a hell of a goddamn play right there. But I know some folks like to always, like, you compare players by all means, right? And I've already said this before. Myles Garrett right now, the last 2 seasons, objectively had better seasons than TJ. But truly, their whole careers, this is his first season doing it. Like, maybe rookie year, you could argue. But then TJ just didn't have the sacks the rookie year. But he had an interception. He had pass breakdowns, had some forced fumbles here and there, right? But compare their careers, I don't think you could objectively say, hey, this one was so much better than the other. I don't think you could say that up until the last 2 years. That's a different conversation. But overall, they're both first ballot Hall of Famers. Legitimately, they're both first ballot Hall of Famers. Like, I've said this for years. The one thing I don't like with folks is when you compare players and it's like, all right, this is 1, this is 2, or this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. They make it seem like motherfuckers is a completely different stratosphere. Like, we're not talking about Aaron Donald compared to, the next D tackle, bro. These motherfuckers be like right here. They be like right here. Or right here. or right here. And people are, no, man, the person trash. Like, for those who experienced the actual height of Brady versus Manning, motherfuckers who was Peyton Manning fans made it seem like Brady was garbage. People who were Brady fans made it seem like Manning was garbage. I'm like, well, do y'all hear each other? You're watching two of the greatest of all time. Nah, man, yo, he trash. I'll take him all day. What? Like, okay, you could love your guy. You could have a bit of bias that's over here. But bro, don't come in here and make it seem like this person's garbage. They doing it in the NBA with LeBron and Jordan. Jordan fans make it seem like LeBron he shouldn't even be in the league. Bron fans make it seem like Jordan was nothing more than a borderline all-star. I'm like, what's good with y'all, bro? Rodgers in zone, incomplete. No flag. Good job by Baltimore, man. Good job by Baltimore. Kick the field goal, take the points. Kick the field goal, take the points. You got a little bit of momentum here. Kick the field goal, take the points. Yeah, that's no flag there. There's no flag there. There's no flag there. Freiermuth initiated contact as well. There's no flag there. Got to get this field goal. Get yourself the lead. Now defense got to go out there and continue to do their job. They're starting to put it together here. You got an INT. You got positive yardage. You got a touchdown. That's 10 points in the quarter. And on top of that, you got a takeaway as well. Got to keep that train going. You got to keep that train going. MJ fans hate anyone that isn't MJ. They love cockiness, arrogance, being an asshole, terrible human being. You know what's funny? Majority of the motherfuckers is just more anti-LeBron. There's some folks who don't even really fuck with MJ like that. Or I should say they don't even really like MJ like that. They just hate LeBron. But that's the thing. That's why you can't fall into the discourse whenever listening to some of these folks talk, man. Like it's toxic. Like, they take away the actual fun of being a sports fan. That's why there's some objective truths in sports, albeit there's a bulk share of things that can be subjective. But there's some objective truths. Like, people, because Brett Favre threw a ton of INTs. They have some folks like, man, Brett Favre was overrated. Look how much INTs he threw. He was average. I don't want to talk football with you. Like, there'll be people who look at players in like the 70s. They'll look at the touchdown to INT ratio. I've said this time and time again. Them turnovers then didn't mean what it meant now. You could be a motherfucker who throws 6 picks in a game and still go out there and win the game and be the player of the game. Ain't nothing more than a possession, especially if you know your defense gonna go and get a stop. Guess what? I throw a pick, it may kill our momentum. If the defense get a stop, it's a wash. It may have stopped us from getting points. Defense took care of business. Now I'm back out there. I can have 6 consecutive drives. We turn the ball over. INT, fumble, all this other stuff. In today's game, you might mess around and get benched. Back then, they gonna roll with you. You make some plays in the fourth quarter, you win the game, fuck the turnovers. This motherfucker's a winner. That's why I said with Joe Namath, people look at the numbers, they think that man was ass. He's out there with no ACLs. Go back and watch the goddamn game. He was a general. Albeit, would he be able to put up those kind of numbers in today's game? Maybe not so much, but he ain't had no doggone ACLs, and for the time that he played, he was very elite when he played. People disrespecting the greats. I don't like that. I don't like that. Sergeant Patuan said one more time, I'm the great white. Sergeant Patuan said, Mr. Donald. No. The things are passing, bro. Like, well, watch. Come on. Tranquilo. Henry averaging 7 yards a carry right now. When did the Steelers defense become the Bills defense? Well, I mean, remember, Henry had a huge gasher run on the first carry of the game. He ran for like, what was it, 41?
8 is now following.
He had a large gasher run to open up this game. But nonetheless, they're starting to actually get stuff together here. But all right, you got to get another stop right here. You had 3 in an INT on the last drive. Got to get another stop right here. Can't allow a positive return. There it is. Get him on the ground. Oh, shit. They might just throw a flag. Oh, wait. The ball is out? Folks is thinking the ball is out. You saw how Pittsburgh was reacting when he hit the ground. Is that ball out? The fuck? Alpine ski. Yeah, the misogynist going to be having a day on Twitter. Did they just Did they just compare Derrick Henry to a skier? I think they're going to replay assist can come in and review if this was a takeaway or not. But the way that they reacted to it, they thought the ball came out. Oh, I think he's down. I think he's down. Yeah, he's down right there. The ball came out after. Yeah, that ball came out after. Hey, Patrick Queen better relax. This man screaming in people's face. You can't get no flag in situations like this, bro. Gotta be smart. Fernando Patuon said in the 70s, the ball were really 50-50 ambulance, 100%. And people could play defense back then. Real defense. Like now, offensive numbers are incredibly inflated. You breathe on a damn quarterback. It's fucking roughing the passer. Like the fact that you can actually have a routine QB hit that can be called roughing the passer is crazy. Oh, I put my body weight on the quarterback. What you mean? We playing football, bro. Oh, god damn. Patrick Queen just got fucking blasted by his teammate. I hope he all right. Did he get off the ground? I think he did, but that's a big-time run right there. That's a big-time run right there by Henry. That's a first down. Benzino Pavavon said, you know what's crazy? If you win this game next week, will be lucky for you. A lot of Steelers fans, because you don't lose at home on Monday Night Football. Well, I mean, but that's in the regular season. This is a playoff game. It's a different statistics for the playoffs. Send the Ricard in motion. They go, oh boy, yeah, they didn't have Henry out there. They got to have Henry out there for that. They got to have Henry out there for that. I don't know why. No other running back should get a touch. No other running back should get a touch. Obviously, schematically, if it's a situation where, okay, Henry's only in the game when they're running the football. If we bring in other running backs, then we're going to throw. It'd be an easy tell. But truly, at this point in the game, bro, only person who should be getting the fucking handoff is Henry. Toss Henry. It don't matter who the fuck else it is. Get Mitchell up out of here. I don't care. Mitchell, I think Hill is out with an injury since earlier in the season. Whatever the case may be. Bro, it should be nobody but Henry. It should be nobody but Henry. Oh, they're going to throw a flag for an offsides. Oh, no, it's a false start. Yeah, TJ Watt is starting to feel it, bro. He's starting to get a get-off off the ball hella fast. He's starting to get a little bit of get-off off the fast. Yeah, Claypool is out the league. Claypool's out the league. Folks don't want to sign it. And you know what's crazy? I still think Claypool is actually a decent receiver. I don't know about no top 3, top 5, like he said on the pivot. I thought that was crazy. But Claypool actually is a solid receiver. I think he could win some 50-50 balls here and there. I just don't think he would have been at top of the league, but solid. When I say solid, I'm just talking about somebody who could survive around the league. He might play he can give you 6 years, maybe 7. I don't think he's a number 1 though. Don't know why we traded him. Oh, the boneheadedness. Boneheadedness. You had Juju doing TikToks. You had Chase Claypool and motherfucking Deontay Johnson being boneheads. Ball got tipped. Hell of a goddamn job. Way to get a hand on the football. D-line is playing football out here, baby. These are the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. They're playing a little bit of football right now. Lee, get your hand on the ball. Get your hand up there and bat something down. All right, we got a little bit of momentum, but we got to turn this son bitch into points. They making noise in Pittsburgh right now. All right, 3rd and 16. Here we go. Cannot give up a first down. Come on, pass rush. Get home. Somebody got to get home. Over the middle. Mark Andrews ain't going nowhere. Hell of a job, Patrick Queen. Way to hold him. Force a punt. Stop it. Get off the field. Let's go. 3 and out. Actually, no, not a 3 and out. They got a first down. I'm tripping. Nathan Pavavon said Derrick Henry is a surefire Hall of Famer at this point in his career. If he keeps playing, he might pass Emmitt Smith depending on how well he does. Well, here's the thing, right? First ballot Hall of Famer, 110%. I already said, like, truly, Derrick Henry has potential to be the greatest running back of all time. Like, if you take into account, because college, he'll take a little bit of an L because of his time in Alabama. He really does have the 1.5 season, but the 1 season was so fucking spectacular, it doesn't even matter, right? High school career, I don't think there's a better running back in the history of high school football than Derrick Henry, period. You could make an argument Kyler Murray's maybe, like Kyler Murray, a couple other people could be the greatest high school players of all time. But get away from the football. Get away from the football. Get away from the football. They'll pin us at the 11. Let's see what we can make happen here. But Derrick Henry, high school, college, NFL, you can make an argument he's the greatest running back to have ever played the game of football, right? But if you look at his actual resume, and I want to go to the leader's career all time, right? I want to go to career all time here. With running the football, Derrick Henry is at number 10, if I'm not mistaken. He's at number 10 with 12,892 yards. Tonight, he should have crossed the 13,000. He should have crossed into 13,000. Let me go to Twitter because I'm 100% sure Derrick Henry has now crossed 13,000 total yards on the ground. He should have got to the 13K mark. He recorded his fifth 1,500-yard season. He ties Barry Sanders for the most all time. I think he should have 13K. He should have 13K on the career. Derrick Henry, 13. He should be over 13,000 with this carry, right? So, given that's the case, because he had 12,000, he had 12,892 coming into the game. He should go over 13,000. He'll be behind Eric Dickerson unless he erupts for like a 400-yard game. He's going to be behind Eric Dickerson, right? He's going to be behind Eric Dickerson. Henry has had 1,500-yard seasons back to back. Let's just say he plays, and he's in the perfect situation in Baltimore. Let's just say he plays 2 more years at this level. We'll give him 1,200 yards. You take 24, he'll go past Barry Sanders at number 4, and he'll be behind Frank Gore at 16. Derrick Henry takes care of his body, hasn't had injuries like that with the exception of the 1 year that he fucked up his ankle when he was probably going to go back-to-back 2,000. He has potential to be able to catch Emmett. And being in Baltimore, you're in a perfect situation because they're built for running the football. He 100% is capable of being able to pull it off. Emmett played 15 years. Derrick is in year number 10. And he split carries his first 2.5 years with DeMarco Murray and then Dion Lewis. He 100% is capable of getting there. He might get LaDainian on the touchdowns. It's possible. It's 100% possible. Emmett is about 5,000 and change away, but all it takes is 3 1,500-yard seasons to put him in the ballpark because Emmett has 18. He has 18,355. Derrick now is at 13,000 flat with some change, right? A couple of yards here and there. He could get it. He could 100% get it. Barring injury, he could 100% get it. Because truly, Derrick Henry could get, in a 17-game season, Henry could get 1,000 yards like that. Barring injury, he could get 1,000 yards like that. And the way he continues to take care of his body, he's 31 right now, he could get there. He could get there. I think if Peterson, I 100% believe Peterson would have been able to be number 3 all time. Dump off, prior move, first down. Protect that football, though. Keep your hand on that football. Last play of the third quarter. We're getting ready to go into the final period. You got to protect the football here, though. Henry could, no, he's not up for greatest of all time right now. But he certainly has the capability to be able to pull that off. He certainly has the capabilities to pull that off. Yeah, today is Derrick Henry's 32nd birthday. I believe we're both born 94. Yeah. So he's his 32nd birthday today. So it's possible. It 100% is possible. And he's in the perfect situation. Like the moment that I saw that he went to Baltimore, I said, oh, it's a wrap, bro. Like last year, the only reason why I said, maybe he won't get to the 1,000, only because I said, all right, a hot take. Let's just see if it ends up working out. 100%, I believe Derrick Henry's going to be able to get over 1,000. But 1,900 was crazy. And then this year, 15, like he picked up very late. So it's very possible. 1,200-yard season, he passed him. And now, and remember, most likely by 2030, they're going to try to make it an 18-game season. Those records are going down. Those records are going down. I think it probably will end up being after Henry, but because they're trying to expand more international games, I would not be surprised. 2029, 2030 might mess around and have an 18-game season. Nikki Patuan said none of these teams leaving the wild card weekend. You know what's interesting? Houston's defense could wallop both these teams. But I actually trust Pittsburgh's defense down the stretch. The last month, they've played very good defensive football. They just kind of let off in the fourth quarter. I trust Pittsburgh's defense against Houston's offense. I just don't trust Pittsburgh's offense against Houston's defense. And I've always said, I really don't care who you play in the playoffs. I never want to be in a situation where a team ducks smoke because ultimately, in my opinion, you got to beat the best in order to be the best. So it really don't matter who the fuck you draw. You in the postseason. Don't be ducking no motherfucking teams. So Lamar's a true choke artist. I can't levy that allegation towards Son. Now, I will say in the AFC Championship, he was playing a little bit of hero ball, like Rodgers did against San Francisco when they played in the divisional round, not the NFC Championship, but in the divisional round. But that's the type of shit that loses you games. But I can't levy that towards. Can Metcalf play next week? Yes, he can if they win. But they have to go out there and win. I don't want to talk about the playoffs until that happens. But because the question was asked about none of these teams being able to win in the postseason, I think they can. Because it's a matter of Houston's offense coming to work and showing up and balling. I trust their defense. I don't trust their offense. Houston's defense disappointed you today against Riley Leonard, but you're not sure if the starters were actually playing. Well, they were trying to lock up that number 5 seed, but you got to take into account rookie quarterback. Nobody was really sure what you were expecting to go out there and see. Colts played with nothing to lose, and they just played a hell of a game. And remember, divisional opponent as well. When you got divisional opponents, you'll have situations where wild things happen. It's time for the final period. Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at the final period of this game. The Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, AFC North title on the line. Heavyweight divisional matchup. It's been hard-hitting. It's been hard-nosed. It's been Steelers-Ravens football. Baltimore goal line stand to end the first half. Pittsburgh dominant third quarter to open up the second half. We're getting ready for the final 15. It's Act 3. I know NBC likes to say in the 2 minutes is Act 3, but the fourth quarter is Act 3 to decide the division and who will be hosting the Houston Texans. Harbaugh, Tomlin, Jackson, Rodgers, Watt, Smith. Who comes out on top in your AFC North title fight? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth. What up? Oh yeah, it's the final period, baby. Can this tie? Yes, it can, and Pittsburgh will win the division. Remember, they have a better record. Kenneth Gainwell trying to make people miss. He's going to get taken down after a gain of only about 6. That's going to set up a 3rd and long here. Baltimore getting a stop right here would be very beneficial. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Pittsburgh's 9-7. Baltimore is 8-8. I know everybody's making the 9-8 jokes. The 9-8 jokes is primarily because, obviously, Pittsburgh being middle of the pack, but people are anticipate Pittsburgh losing. That would make them 9-8. That would make Baltimore 9-8. But Baltimore's 8-8. Pittsburgh's 9-7. If both these teams tie, Pittsburgh wins the division. They have the better record. That's something to keep in mind. So for some people are like, man, I'm hoping for a tie. Oh my God, MVS almost lost the football, but he holds on to it. That's a first down. That is brutal. Owuzie actually had a chance to possibly take that ball away because it looked like MVS didn't have full possession, but the ball never hit the ground. Where do I get all my shit from? I'm hilarious. Trauma. MVS able to hold on to the football to move the chains, bounce the, yeah, exactly. Owuzie could have took that away. Owuzie could have took that away. MVS was juggling the football against his doggone face. Mans was playing with balls. Somebody put him on OnlyFans or something of that nature. He might be with the LGBT. But here we go. Play action. Oh, Lord, they're going to throw a flag for a hold. Rodgers going to air it out here. Nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted, but the pass sails incomplete. Starks thought he had a pick. He doesn't. Nathan Batuan said the final fourth quarter of the regular season, indeed.
Said 0Q_ is now following.
Trauma, that's what you tell folk? Yeah, it's a good answer. I would like to say it's an 8, but maybe it's a bounce back. That's a bad ball by Rodgers, too. MVS got to go attack the football. When I was playing receiver, one of the things that you never want to do is wait for the ball to come to you. Go attack the football. If you got to get rocked, get rocked. Handoff, James Conner. I said James Conner again. Jalen Warren. I said James Conner again. Jalen Warren. See, it's because the fucking 30, and I got Conner on the fucking mind. And they both got goddamn tribal tattoos and shit. I keep saying Conner because I had Conner on the mind since earlier today. I was talking to a buddy of mine about Pittsburgh Steelers running backs and how much I actually really liked James Conner because he learned a lot from Le'Veon Bell. And then if you remember the 2018 season when Bell sat out, Conner played a lot like Bell. He was very patient. Conner wears 6 in Arizona, but he wore 30 when he was in Pittsburgh. So that's why Conner's on the mind. Yeah, 100% I miss James Conner. Third down. Oh, shit, Rodgers might take a sack here. Rodgers going to take a sack here. Down goes Aaron. They finally make it to Aaron. That's the first sack. No, second sack. They got him down. Takes down Aaron. They're going to force a punt. Hell of a job by Baltimore. That's how you get a stop. That's a hell of a job by Baltimore. That's how you get a stop. See how they played the boundary? And then, oh, wow, he came open late. But that's just a good rush right there from Baltimore. That's a good rush right there from Baltimore. Now, got to get a good punt, pin them inside their own 15, because this is usually in a situation where you'd see the momentum shift. Pin them deep. Get down. Skoranek is down there. Fuck. Did anybody touch the ball? I don't think anybody on Baltimore touched the ball, and nobody actually had catch interference. He got blocked into the returner. If that football touched any Baltimore Raven, that would be amazing. The crowd would start going crazy.
Gotcha, bitch.
Isaiah Campbell Enjoyer is now following.
Yeah, he got blocked into him. No flag. Football is going to be spotted at the 25. It's going to be spotted at the 25. Matt said, is it just you, or does Pittsburgh offense is too vanilla? Something just seems awful, like elementary on offense. I mean, we've been saying that all day, brother. His own man hit him. No, he got blocked into him. He got blocked into him. Best hit of the game, indeed. Now you just need the defense to still be here to make a play. Baltimore, and keep in mind, Baltimore scored on their opening drive, right? I just want to give you guys some context. Baltimore went 8 plays, 85 yards on the opening drive. Every single drive since then, 7 plays, 18 yards, punt. 6 plays, 23 yards, field goal. And remember, they started that drive on a short field from Pittsburgh's 45 because Pittsburgh had a turnover on downs to close out on their final drive of the first quarter. Then 3 plays, -4 yards, 3 and out. 5 plays, 23 yards. 3 plays, 0 yards, INT. Last drive, 5 plays, 13 yards. Pittsburgh's defense has been balling since the opening drive. However, anybody who's been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, we've all experienced this before. Pittsburgh, great third quarter, especially in December. Great third quarter. Fourth quarter comes, motherfuckers take their foot off the gas. start to get a little lackadaisical. You saw it against Detroit, where Detroit started to mount a comeback. You saw it against Baltimore. They started to go and mount a comeback. Who else did they play? It was who else they got a W against? It was Cincinnati? No, they played Cincinnati in December. It escapes me. But they did it all through, with the exception of Cleveland, but they did it all through December. It was Miami. Miami, foot on the gas against and then they took their foot off the gas. In the fourth quarter, Baltimore, in the fourth quarter, Miami's drives in the fourth quarter, 6 plays, 65 yards TD, 9 plays, 86 yards TD. Against Detroit in the fourth quarter, after an early 3 and out, 10 plays, 74 yards TD. 10 plays, 68 yards TD. 10 plays, 64 yards, and then unfortunately they were short of the touchdown. And then Baltimore, 10 plays, 54 yards, field goal. 9 plays, 50 yards, field goal. 12 plays, 70 yards, turnover on downs. There's Lamar Jackson pass, caught. Zay Flowers, huge first down. And then they were able to go and kill it in the fourth quarters. Pittsburgh got to keep their foot on the gas. They've choked in each of those fourth quarters. They have to keep their foot on the gas. Young said they played Chargers early in the season. It was Baltimore, Miami, and Detroit. They took their foot off the gas in the fourth quarter. I want to talk primarily about December. So they have to keep their foot on the gas. Cleveland was the only one in which they actually were comparable in the fourth quarter, but that's because, well, no disrespect to Cleveland, but ultimately it's not as if they have a fucking offense, because in the fourth quarter, Cleveland had the football 5 times. Interception, 5 yards. Punt, 6 yards. Punt, 9 yards. Field goal, 5 yards. They gained 5, 6, 11, 9, 20, 25 yards, and then -1 on the last play because they took a knee. They gained 25 yards in the fucking fourth quarter, but it was enough to get the W because they had that field goal, and then ultimately Pittsburgh's dumbass, they couldn't do nothing with the football. It was straight up 3 and outs. So they got to keep their foot on the gas and keep Baltimore at bay. You cannot allow no points here. Somebody gets injured on every single drive. Yeah, man, it's the last week of the season. Folks got to go out there and make a play. Here we go, Pittsburgh. You've been able to shut them down for the most part. Got to keep this sumbitch going. Got to keep this sumbitch going. They're now at the 45-yard line, or the 43. I said 43. They're at the 44. Sorry. They're at the 44-yard line. Flowers going in motion. There's a handoff to Derrick Henry. Great fucking penetration there from Queen. Oh, my God. I need to see a replay on Queen, and that's a hell of a goddamn tackle. Damn, apparently that Rodgers to Thielen completion combined, 77 years old between the two. That's got to be the oldest completion by years. Nah, Rich Gannon, Jerry Rice might be more. Actually, no. Because Rodgers is 42 right now, right? Did Brady have an old receiver when he was 45? I don't think so. Yeah, that could possibly be the oldest reception. Because Rich Gannon was 36. Jerry was 41. No. Yeah. Probably Jerry Rice and Rich Gannon might have the oldest reception. Oh my God, Lamar able to. Oh, he didn't break the tackle, but he did roll forward. Man, Eccles was coming off the edge trying to make a play. He couldn't quite get there, and now third down. You got to make a play here, TJ. It's time to show up again. It's got to be Gannon and Rice. It has to be Gannon and Rice. Because Rich Gannon played until 2004, I believe, and then he was done. It's got to be Rich Gannon. After this play, I'll look into it. I'll just pull up Gannon now, though. Yeah, he played until 2004. He was 39. He started a couple of plays, but then Jerry wasn't there in 2004. But Jerry was there in 2003. All right. Here we go. Oh, here comes Highsmith. They got him. No, you got to take him down, you son of a bitch. What'd I tell you? It's always like this in the fourth quarter. It's got to be a motherfucking heart attack every single time, son. You have him in the backfield. Just take him goddamn down, son. Both of y'all are there. Just take him down, son. That's why Lamar Jackson's a two-time MVP. That's why Lamar Jackson's a two-time MVP. That's just a hell of a fucking play right there, man. That's a hell of a goddamn play. All right, so Jerry Rice was 41 years old. When was his birthday? Jerry's birthday was in October. So he turned 42 during the season. He turned 42 during the season. Oh, he played games in Oakland. Okay, so let me go. Next season, Jerry played a couple of games in Oakland. So Jerry was there for 6 games. He had, at 42, he had 5 catches. So if I go Jerry Rice receptions, 2004, in Oakland, he had 1 catch. In Houston. Was it Rich Gannon who threw him the football? No, it was Kerry Collins. Just want to close this Jerry Rice chapter, then we're going to get back to the game. Nope, Kerry Collins again. Let's go Rich Gannon. So Rich Gannon, did Rice have a reception? Nope. When they lost to Pittsburgh, Rice had 2 catches. Gannon was the only one who threw. So, yeah, it would have to be this game. So, Jerry was 41. Rich would have been 39. So, 39. Yeah, that's the oldest. That's the oldest. 80. 80. Rigged because you had Lamar. Y'all got to stop with this rigged business, bro. Y'all really have to stop with this rigged business, bro. Y'all have to stop with this rigged business. I'm not going to grind my whole life, sacrifice my body, my time, and my childhood to make it to the league, to then be in a position to play for a playoff spot, to get paid a gang of money in prime time, be in a position to make a game-changing play, and then just let go. For what? Y'all got to stop with this shit, bro. Y'all got to stop with this rigged business. Because if they got the sack, we going to say it's rigged on Jackson? Come on, son. Y'all got to stop with this shit. When shit don't go y'all way, oh, it's rigged. But when shit go y'all way, it's not rigged? Come on, son. Could you look at referees? 100%. Can you look at organizations? Yes. Player by player on individual? Okay. But I'm not going to say, yeah, man, they just packing it in. Come on, man. Come on, son. Stop it. Stop it. Clinton said, big-time fan, been around for a while, respect the fandom. You're a Saint fan, so you be feeling me? Hey, man, listen. Somebody got to call it down the middle. Some got to call it down the middle, bro. Some folks be doing too much. Nathan and Patuan said the fact that he had 12K yards in high school, talking about Derrick Henry. Yep. Bandana for 5-1 said, do I plan on doing a long-form video on either the Tracks NYC fiasco or the bald head dude from Philly who's beefing with his cousin over 8 quarters? Nah, I don't think I'm going to do a long-form on any of that. But Tracks NYC, I guess I'd have to look into that because I don't know what's going on with him. I don't even know who that is. But he in NYC, so he in my city. All right, here we go. Pittsburgh now trailing by 4. 8:42 left to go here in this game. Baltimore able to go flip the momentum. MVS got no wiggle. Can he hold on to the football? Yes, he can. They're able to pick up some positive yardage here. Gain of 7. Entering this drive, 3 points when Kyle Hamilton was out there. I guess he just returned back. Off the field, they got 10 points. I think he's back on the field now, right? Oh no, I think he's still gone. Yeah, I don't think he's back yet. Kyle Hamilton might be out. There's a toss over to Jaylen Warren. Oh wow, breaks a tackle. Jaylen Warren still going. Jaylen Warren breaking tackles, picks up a first down and more, and there's another Baltimore Raven down. Whoa, what a run. What a run. Gain of 15. That's a big time run right there. Oh, they ruled him out? Shit. Oh, they need Wiggins out. Wiggins been having a fucking game, bro. Wiggins been playing a game. But back to that Baltimore touchdown. What did I tell you guys? I read off in December, the fourth quarter, they let up with every single game with the exception of Cleveland. They let up and took their foot off the gas. And there was moments in each of those drives where guys can make plays and then for whatever fucking reason, they don't finish. That's a third down. This is a third down play from Baltimore. You have the sack that will end the drive. It's 3rd and 4. You had the sack that would have ended the drive and forced a punt. 2 people at the goddamn quarterback. Jackson's able to slip off and make a move.
Anthony_845
But Jackson's a 2-time MVP. Is that cope? No. Remember, just like the defense getting played, the offense getting paid too. And Jackson made a hell of a fucking play. That's why, if you're a Baltimore fan, you say, yo, I want to have Lamar Jackson at the helm. Because I'm going to call a spade a spade. Tyler Huntley ain't getting out of that. Snoop can make some plays here and there, but Tyler Huntley ain't getting out of that. You got to be disciplined in your sack lanes. No, they was in the sack lanes. Both of them collided at the QB. The issue is y'all got to wrap up. You could hit all that other stuff, but you got to wrap up. Once you get to the QB, your arms got to be around, son. To where if he's going to get rid of the football, you got to have no legs in there. It got to be straight arm to throw that ball. You got to wrap your arms around, son. No, Tyler Huntley, because folks were saying, oh, man, you know, they should start Huntley instead of starting Jackson because Jackson missed the last game due to the injured back. Folks are talking, yeah, man, they should start Huntley. Shannon Sharp said he would have started Huntley. I'm not making this up. Video's still up. Go on Twitter. Type in Tyler Huntley. Go back a week. There were folks saying, yo, they should start Tyler Huntley instead of Lamar. Look at Lamar's record against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It might be better. I'm not making it. Go and search. Go search it. Go search it. It's not made up. There was literal discourse. I'll get you a link right now. I'll get you a link right now. This last week. Oh, y'all can't hear it. But he's saying, if y'all can read lips, y'all pretty much see. He said, I'm starting Huntley. Let me make sure I get that. I'll get the audio. I'll get the audio next. Hold on, wait. Y'all give me a second. Y'all can't hear it. But he's saying he'd start Huntley. This last week. This literally last week on Nightcap. There's a toss over to James. I'm going to say Connor again. Warren, positive yardage. Let me go back.
You talk about real life?
Yep.
Man, please. Talk to me.
I'm starting Huntley.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
I'm starting.
You talk about you? What you playing Madden?
Nope.
You talk about real life?
Yep.
Man, please.
Dump it off. Positive yardage on 2nd and 6, and now getting to the 30-yard line. And he not the only one who said it. He ain't the only one who said it. It's hilarious that Chad said Madden, but he made a point regarding how their offense was rolling, how it was kind of messing up with Lamar. I personally don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. But if you go back a week and take a look at the discourse, they were legitimately debating. And it wasn't just him. It wasn't just him. I don't make these things up. 3rd and 3 here. Rodgers, empty set formation. You need a first down here. Oh, boy, we had a fucking false start. Somebody moved. Somebody moved. Alphonse put 5 on, said, do I think Houston's defense is enough to make a championship run despite the piss poor offense? Yes. Yes. Shannon wasn't so sharp about it. No, he made a legitimate point. I don't agree with him, but he made a very good point. The offense was rolling a little bit. They were rolling very well against Green Bay, but albeit Green Bay was playing without Jordan Love. Jordan Love probably plays in that game. I think Josh Jacobs, Josh Jacobs was playing. Derrick Henry just completely out fucking played him. Josh Jacobs had 3 yards or some shit like that. Yeah, Gainwell with the fucking false start. Watch out for Pat Freiermuth in the boundary, or I should say up the seam. He better be on the field here. He better be on the field here. There we go, Freiermuth. Got to make a play here, Freiermuth. There's Freiermuth up the seam. Freiermuth right up the seam. See, sometimes I shouldn't be saying nothing, bro. Maybe I shouldn't be saying nothing, bro. Maybe I shouldn't be saying nothing. I'm just a content creator. I don't know no football, man. I don't know no football, man. 1st and goal, huddle up. Oh my God, we could have ran a play right off the goddamn. We could have ran a play right here before they could make an adjustment. They might have 12 on the field here. We might have 12 in the huddle. We might have 12 in the huddle. Do I when I eventually become an NFL analyst, you're here for it? I have no desire to be an NFL analyst. We got to use a timeout, bro. What are we doing? We only got one fucking timeout left. What are we doing? We need to score a touchdown here, of course. This shit is here every single week. It's there every single week. That's where Freiermuth is the most dangerous, is right up the motherfucking seam. Legitimately, and I say this, no joke. Pat Freiermuth can be our Julius Thomas. If you guys remember Julius Thomas on the Denver Bronco teams where Peyton Manning made this dude look like a fucking all-pro tight end, and then once Peyton Manning retired, and then he looked like nothing, went to Jacksonville, did nothing, had a couple of games here and there, but for the most part, enough. Legitimately, he could be our Julius Thomas. What was Julius Thomas doing the entire regime? Not Demaryius Thomas. Julius Thomas. Not Demaryius Thomas. Julius Thomas. I ain't talking about the wide receiver. I'm talking about the tight end. Literally. The seam all day. He could even be a Jason Witten for you. Run the option route left and right. He should be having 70 receptions every single season. It don't make sense. You got big Darnell Washington who you can utilize as your run blocking tight end, then possibly even have him in the pass catching as well because he could throw bodies left and right. There's a handoff. Jalen Warren, gain of 1. But you legitimately have that potential at tight end, but they don't utilize him like that. Heath Miller was a little bit different because he was a very good run blocking tight end and a great receiving tight end as well. Moof's not that much of a super blocker like that. Can he block? Yes, but he's an average blocker. He's like Kelsey, average blocker. But Kelsey's a phenomenal pass catching wide tight end, right? Muth is an all right one. Julius wore number 8. Yeah, Julius wore 80. 88 was Demaryius Thomas. There's Jonnu Smith. Got to get into the end zone. Oh, my God. That's a great fucking tackle. What a great fucking tackle by Awuzie. What a great tackle by Awuzie. That's a big body in Jonnu Smith, and he was able to get him down. That's a big-time tackle from Awuzie. Helos put 5 on it. Said, you'll always be pissed that your Mavs got screwed out of a championship in 2006. Tim Donahue admitted that he screwed us. Yeah, there was a lot of calls on Wade. I ain't gonna hold you. There was some phantom, foul calls. Or they had to switch the helmet for Rodgers. I think there was an issue with the helmet. But I will say this much: Wade went out there to go and attack and get it. I'm not gonna hold you. Like if you eliminated a number of those foul calls, you still had situations where he was just trying to attack the basket. He was actually getting after it. Like, albeit, I will say there was some favorable calls. Oh, my God, we have to use another fucking timeout. We out of timeouts now. Jesus Christ. But I would rather you waste the timeout than waste the down in this situation. I'd much rather, but I don't know why we're empty. I have no idea why we're in empty. We got to line up in the fucking I. I know we don't got big Darnell Washington out there, but bring Cam Hayward in there, or maybe bring Connor Hayward in there, line them up at the fucking full, and line them up and go. Alfonso put 5 on, said, do I think Houston, oh, and I just read that one. Nathan put 5 on, said, what a question, what's my favorite regular season finale of all time? Yours is Chargers Raiders 2021. And Pittsburgh made the playoff that year. Regular season finale, my favorite. Shit, man. I don't know. My mind doesn't have one coming up. I'll just throw out Seattle and Seattle, San Francisco from a few years ago where it was 1 yard short. I'll throw that one out there. 3rd and goal here. There's the handoff. Just go up the gut. Gainwell's going to go outside. He's in. Touchdown, no flag. They didn't go up the gut. They ended up running it on the power outside. Ends up working out with a touchdown, and now it's on the defense to go out there and get a stop. 3:49 on the clock, 8 plays, 60 yards, 5-minute drive, touchdown. Nathan Batum said, I missed the earlier don't, and I got to it. Again, I won't miss anything. I'm always going to go to it before the end of the stream. The only situations, obviously, with the passing of my brother, I was kind of emotional, so I had to go and leave the stream from there. But more often than not, if not every single time, it's almost guaranteed, I'm not going to completely miss shit all the way. Extra point, good. All right, Pittsburgh in front by 3. Game nowhere near over. But that's how you find the end zone to go and take the lead. Great blocking up front. I was concerned there could potentially be a hold that's here. Oh, I thought he was going to cut inside of McCormick. Good job that he didn't, because he would have got stopped. But I was a little concerned they could mess around and throw a flag for a hold, but that's a hell of a job for him getting outside. If the defense gets a stop here, they can drain all of the Ravens' timeouts. Yeah. You have to get a stop. That's ultimately the name of the game on this following drive. You have to get a stop. And what sucks on the last drive, and again, this is what I said before, right? I really have to cash these checks, bro. What the fuck am I doing? When did they give me this? It says 180 days, right? Until this check is void. What am I doing? Then again, it's fucking 45 cents, but still, I got to cash these checks. I'm going to put it on top of the keyboard. I'm going to do this shit tomorrow. I can just sign the goddamn check and do a photo deposit. What's wrong with me? But yeah, so I need that money. Listen, that 45 cents I ain't have yesterday. But yeah, and this one is $22.66. Does this say void after 180 days? I hope it's not 90. Well, then again, I got time. They gave me this in October. One way or another, I got to cash these checks. But every cent counts. But yeah, what happened on the last drive was it's a 50-yard touchdown on what should have been a sack. It's a 50-yard touchdown on what should have been a sack if they finished the fucking play. So still, Pittsburgh's defense is playing good football. You had that reception by, I believe it was Flowers. So still, you got to get it done. It's time. You got to finish this game right now. Did they post the date of the check? Yeah, it's 16th of October. This one, October 10th. But it says 180 day on the October 10th, 45-cent check. And then the $22 check, it doesn't say 90 days or not. But even if it was 90 days, we're still before that. Hand off to Henry. He ain't going nowhere. I'm going to look at this check one more time. I really should cash this shit. I got a pen somewhere around here. I should sign this shit tonight. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it on my phone. I'm not going to sleep until I cash this. Chopped Adonis, but 5 on say, hi, sweetie, from 1 to 10, how confident am I with the Steelers? Well, right now, I'm at about a 7. A 7. I just need to see the defense get a stop. I think the defense gets a stop. We can end this. We can 100% end this. We got a lot of momentum right now, but just got to finish on D. And it's not quite yet 4-down territory yet because they got 3 timeouts. Got to get home. Somebody got to get home. Wow, they end up getting Picard on the reception. That's wild. See, you know what? I could live with that. But now with the clock going down, remember, in Baltimore, most likely, obviously, you could live with a field goal if you get in the field goal range. But they're going to be playing heavily for touchdown here. I could live with Picard getting the I said Picard. I'm thinking of Reacher. If you guys remember, Picard was a character in season 1 who got squid. But yeah, but Ricard getting the reception, I can live with that. I can live with that. Illuminati put 5 on and said, y'all man on man run blocking was clutch on the goal line. Yeah, got to put a hat on a hat. Wait, what the fuck? Third down, what happened? Oh, so they ended up saying he was short of the first down. Boston said Cam Hayward playing his ass off. Yeah, he's having a hell of a game because this could potentially be his last game. Oh shit. Lamar going down the field. Wow, he's got him wide open. Zay Flowers wide open. There's laundry on the field. Let's find out what the flag is for. Zay Flowers went the distance to the end zone. Find out what the flag is for. What's the penalty on? It's on Pittsburgh. That's a touchdown. It's on Pittsburgh. What the hell was the penalty? What the hell did they do? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? A broken play again. A broken play again. And now you got no timeouts. You got to go down the field and score again. You got to go down the field and score again. Defense got to make a play. Yet another third down, a broken play. You take advantage and find the end zone. Got to get a punt block or a field goal block here. That'd be optimal if you can get one. Don't want to go off sides. Extra point is good. All right, 2:20, no timeouts. Aaron Rodgers, you're a future Hall of Famer. It's time to go down the field and make a play. Zay Flowers able to go down there. Now, the positive is you got enough time to be able to go down there and make something happen. You got the 2-minute warning. You're on the north side. You have no timeouts remaining. They only had 2 receivers out there. Well, 1 receiver and nothing else but tight ends. Oh, my God. Jalen Ramsey, what are you looking at? Oh, my Lord. That's insane. Insane. Wow. You let him go right behind you. Insane. He never saw him. He never saw him. And what's hilarious is Joey Porter holds on the other side. Like, how does that happen? Y'all got to be kidding me. Y'all got to be kidding me. Well, it's on the offense. $200 million defense couldn't get the job done. Highest paid defense in the league needs to get a stop. They couldn't get the stop. Now it's on the offense to go out there and make a play. No, Ramsey's not in Mando. Ramsey's not in Mando. He just never saw him. You got to keep an eye out, bro. Like, legitimately, you got to keep an eye out, bro. You playing in zone, but you got to be kidding me. You got to identify a man, and the Ravens score. The only positive is what? They scored fast. So you have time. You got 2:20. Rodgers, it's time. You got to make a play. You got no timeouts. You can't win here. You don't get down the field and score a touchdown. This game's over. Is D-Hop playing? Yeah, D-Hop's playing, but unfortunately the Gap Band is playing when he's on the field. How many yards does Henry have left for the title? He doesn't have enough to get there. It's over. He won't get the rushing title. He got 126. He needed 154. He's not going to get there because why would they hand him the football? There's no timeouts remaining. The Ravens get the ball back. You just need a ball out, and this game's done. No timeouts left. Sean put 5 on, said not kicking the field goal at the end of the first half, coming back to haunt the Steelers. It all depends on how this drive ends. Illuminati put 2 on, said absolute travesty. Nothing behind you as a DB. Correct. There's Calvin Austin, reception. First down. They're across the 50. This is going to take it to the 2-minute warning. This is going to take it to the 2-minute warning. You start this drive on their side of the field. It's 4 downs all the way, obviously. It is down the stretch, the final 2 minutes. AFC North football, no better way you'd want it. This is the epitome of AFC North football. The game guy, Patuan, said, send them boys to Galveston. I remember 2016. It was just like this. It was just like this. This is what it's all about, man. AFC North football. You don't want it any other way. Down the wire. It was going to be a heart attack nonetheless. Yeah, some folks is in here trying to bait. We'll see how things play out. $1 for 5 ounce. He spent like $30 on transforming Steelers helmet. They didn't have Arizona. You hope the defense makes your money well spent. We shall see. Fletch said you needed Hopkins to get 2 motherfucking receptions the whole game. He let you down. I'm not surprised. No, remember 2011 with the Hushmanzada game winner touchdown? It was down the wire just like this. 2010 with the Palomalu chop, it was down the wire just like this. 2008 with Santonio Holmes punt return, just like this. With the Santonio touchdown in the end zone, just like this. AFC Championship, the pick 6, just like this. It's always down to the wire. That's Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Raven football. 2 minutes left to go. We're already inside Baltimore territory. Here comes the pressure. Rodgers outside. He's got Thielen. Thielen gets out of bounds, but the clock is going to continue to move. Forward progress after a gain of 7. They got to move with a sense of urgency. You can't waste no downs here. No time to spike the football. You at least have 1:45 on the clock. Rodgers got to call it at the line. Rodgers got to call it at the line. Oh, they're playing way off. Throw the ball right now to Calvin Austin. Get out of bounds. Get the first down and get out of bounds. Oh my God. Gainwell breaks a tackle. All right, Gainwell down the field. Gainwell,
Jeffrey
big first down. Get on the ball. 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 They marked him 1 yard short. But hell of a play by Gainwell, able to go and break a tackle. For Illuminati put 5 on. Said if Henry doesn't get another carry, Frymouth won your championship with that 31-yard catch. Well, there it is. Henry's not going to get another carry because they're out of timeouts. It makes no sense to run the football here. You just take a knee. If Baltimore gets a takeaway or turnover on downs, they take a knee, and that's it. Rodgers throws this football away. They should have spiked it. They wasted too much doggone time. They wasted too much doggone time. You should have just went away and you should have just went around and spiked that football. You wasted time there, but you ain't got no timeouts. .63 seconds left to go here in this game. Pittsburgh trailing by 4. 1:03 on the clock. Do you got extend Gainwell 110%? You better pay that man. He was our second best receiver, and you could argue our best running back. Warren 100%, is somebody who needs the respect. But Gainwell came alive midway through the season and started balling. Rodgers, oh my God, dangerous pass over the middle. You're not going to get a flag. Adam Thielen wanted a flag. You're not going to get that. What, for a defensive receiver? Like, what are we doing? Rodgers rifled that over the middle. You can't be, if you're going to hit that ball, you got to at least bat it down or catch it. No ricochets in this situation. The grab at the face mask? I don't know what he was trying to see if he can get. Prior move, once again, they got a man in the middle of the field, but if you play at the boundary, you could at least sit to possibly see if you could get this first. No, they dropping him in coverage. Rodgers, go, oh my God, he's got him. Yeah! Come on! Come on! Calvin Austin to the end zone. Aaron Rodgers finds him for the touchdown. 6 plays, 65 yards. I'm glad I walked on the treadmill before because I would have had no time left to get my steps. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Calvin Austin open, end zone touchdown. Pittsburgh takes the lead. Game not done yet. Extra point. Oh, my God. Boswell missed. Boswell missed the extra point. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Boswell missed the extra point, and now Baltimore still has 3 timeouts. Golly, you saw how that ball completely redirected? Damn. The ball completely redirected. Oh, Lord. But how does Awuzie get? Oh, he slipped. Awuzie slipped. Oh, my God. Awuzie slipped. That is terrible. Awuzie fucking slipped. Golly. Why y'all saying game over? Bro, y'all have to stop, bro. Literally a minute ago. 1 minute ago, you watch Baltimore win. Y'all saying game over. You see Pittsburgh score. Y'all saying game. Why do y'all do this, bro? Don't come in my stream and do this shit. Y'all got to stop. I was the only motherfucker who's online. The video's still up. The Bills took the lead with 13 seconds left to go into the divisional. Wave Face Killer came in the chat, talk about game over. It's over for the Chiefs. I'm the only motherfucker saying they got time. They can make something shake. They get down the field, they score. We don't do this shit. Y'all better stop it. Game not over till the 000 is there. Y'all better stop it with this shit, bro. I'm tired of y'all. Sneak King for 5 said 55 seconds. You either watch your team clutch up or be heartbroken. I mean, I've been watching football long enough. I'll live with whatever the fucking result is. But this AFC North football, yeah, y'all go with the rigged business. I'm not even going to address the rigged business no more. All right, here we go. They're going to kick it into the landing zone. You got to get a tackle. You cannot allow a good return. Oh, boy. What a fucking return right there from Mitchell. Now you got to hope for fucking a play on defense. You can't allow a good return, and they allow a good return. 47 seconds left to go in this game. And remember, they still can run the football. They still can run the football. How the fuck can't you make that to the end zone? That's a bad kick right there from Boswell. That's a bad kick right there from Boswell. Back on the extra point, and then again on the kickoff, because they're starting this drive at the 47. Tim put 5 said it ain't a Steeler game if you don't have at least 3 heart attacks. And Nathan put 5 said, you're gonna say if Pittsburgh loses, Chill tell Boswell to put his motherfucking head back down because it cost the team a playoff berth 110%. There's out of bounds reception right there from Walker. They're approaching field goal range. And remember, a field goal wins this game for them. They had a short field right there. You got to kick that into the end zone and get a touchback. You can't put them in a situation where they can get ahead of steam and on a return. You miss the extra point, and then you end up kicking the ball to where they can get a return. You got to get that into the end zone and force a touchback. They're at the 45, and Tyler Luke can make it from 50. Mark Andrews going in motion over here. A touchdown. Oh, boy, they got a flag. I think it's going to be on offensive pass interference. It might be an OPI. Oh, illegal formation on the offense. That's backing them up 5. Chef Blank said Boswell can't be on the team next year. Oh, no, 100% he's going to be on the team. You better stop it. That's not a cuttable offense. Let's not do that. I experienced Boswell 2018 in the worst season of his career. Played like absolute ass that year. Legitimately lost Pittsburgh 2 games. And you can argue 3. He's still amongst one of the best kickers in the league. That's one of those things where you gotta be able to go and bounce back. But I ain't saying you just take that on the chin and move forward, but you gotta recognize, yo, you fucking up. 2nd and 7 here, 39 seconds remain. Watt got a good rush, but Jackson can run here. He's gonna have to throw this away. He had DeAndre Hopkins right there. Hopkins was right there, 3rd and 7. D-Hop was right there. Y'all needed the reception from D-Hop. He was right there. Why the fuck aren't they running the ball with Henry? That's dumb as hell, bro. You got 3 timeouts. You don't need to only throw this football. You have 3 timeouts. You can run the ball with Henry. Obviously, it's 3rd down now. Henry's probably not even going to be on the field here. I don't know why they didn't run the ball with Derrick Henry on 1st down. That was dumb as hell. No, Henry's still on the field here. You can use him in oh, no, they got a bunch formation. This is bad for Pittsburgh. This is bad for Pittsburgh. Oh, my God, Herbig, you're there. You got to get home. You got to get home. Jackson throws it away. 4th down. This is it. Herbig got to get home. Good way to not fall down. Because if Jackson stayed alive there, they can make something happen. 4th and 7. This is it. This is it. And they only have, they're running out of time, too. So even if you get a completion, although you have if you get right to the boundary, you're not far enough to where it's going to be a favorable field goal. This is it, 4th and 7. This is it, Pittsburgh. 1 stop. Joey Porter, for the love of God, do not hold. Do not interfere either. Joey Porter, cut your goddamn arms off and grow them back only if the ball is in the air coming towards you. You're at the 50-yard line. If they pick up a 1st down, they have to get to the 43. If they're at the 43, that's a 60-yard field goal. At best, truly at best, because they have to run it's not going to be no 5-step drop, but Lamar's going to have to drop far enough to where he has a little bit of time because the pass rush fixing to be coming. So You'll probably end up losing about 10 seconds on this play. That gets you to 11. They'll probably they'll most likely either, they would end up throwing it after. It depends on how much yardage they can get if they get a first down here. 4th and 7. This is it. Division on the line. Defense, you got another opportunity. The offense took care of business. You paid $181 million. You're damn near a $200 million defense. It's time to make a play. Cameron Hayward not on the field. TJ, it's time. They identified the blitzer. Here we go. TJ on the way. Down the field. Caught. Wow, what a catch by Likely. Oh my God, what a catch by Isaiah Likely. What a fucking catch by Isaiah Likely. Hey, if that's it, hey. What a fucking catch by Likely. That is spectacular. That is fucking spectacular. What a catch by Likely. That is fucking, you got to knock that ball out of his hand. You got to knock that ball out of his hand. How do you let that happen? How do you let that happen? Oh, Ramsey, you got to get there. Wow. Hey, that's a hell of a play. That's a hell of a play. No, that's not BS. That's just a hell of a play. That's just a hell of a play. That's just a hell of a play. That's a hell of a play. That's a hell of a play. That's coming up clutch. And now they're in field goal range. Not quite chip shot, but they're in field goal. Well, actually, yeah, you could argue because this would be about what, a 40-yard field goal. Where is he down at? The 20. They're at the 24. So this would be about a 41-yard field goal. They're going to take that knee. They're going to let the clock go down here, and they're going to try this field goal. Why would he take? He went back to the 26 right hash mark, and there's the timeout. This is it. Boswell. You got to see if he can make it from here. Eagles with 2 on said Ravens became clutch for a second. Game not over. No, game 100. It's not over until it's over. You got to make the field goal. Now I kind of wish we had Minkah Fitzpatrick there. Yeah, he made it from 40 earlier. Right down the middle, no problem. This is it. This is it. I believe it would be a 41-yard field goal to win it. And they're right in the middle of the field. Now you just need somebody to get their hand up. It'd be great if we had Minkah Fitzpatrick because he could always go and block some field goals. It's time. He missed it. He missed it. It's no good. It's no good. It's wide right. It's wide right. It's wide right. It's wide right. Fuck out of here. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. It's wide right. Let's go. Stop playing with him. What I tell you, there's no guarantees in football.
Mr. Underscore Showtime 1 is now following.
Stop playing. Come on. That's what you gotta do to win the game. That's what you gotta do to win the game. Let's go. Come on. Come on. He missed it. Wide right. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Kilometer 4 underscore is
Come
now following.
on. Let's fucking go.
Donations. Donations. Gifts. Gifts. More gifts.
Fucking go.
More gifts.
Matchvisor
Come
gifted
on.
Zork the subscription.
Congratulations.
Matchvisor gifted a tier 1 sub to Zork TV. They have given 227 gift subs in the channel.
Woo. Woo.
Valp, 10 and 7 baby lower.
Fucking go. On the slippers. On the slippers. Let's fucking go. First time in 5 years of visiting champs. What a fucking game. What I told y'all. AFC North football down to the goddamn stretch. See, low-key, kind of wish I actually released the commentary instead of waiting to add this in there. This could have been a game by itself. Extra point wide to the right. Tyler Loop with a chance to win it. Wide right.
Bean_world
What a
is
game.
now following.
What a game. Oh my, whoa, best game of the regular season, nah. But what a game. Oh my Lord.
Gotcha, bitch.
Woo,
Kigekri is now following.
This is why you watch professional football. All right. Pittsburgh with the W, and we've got playoff football. We're going back to the playoffs. Hopefully we don't get cooked. Billy Cundiff 2 is wild. Look at Derrick Henry's face. Nani? Tyler Loop wide to the right. The power of Acrisure Stadium holds on, and Mike Tomlin ties Chuck Noll for the most victories in Pittsburgh Steelers history. Oh, my Lord. Look at the confusion on the face of the Baltimore Ravens. Wide to the right, no good. Pittsburgh holds on and wins. Pittsburgh holds on and wins. Nah, that's not for the unknown Adonis. He's a Philly fan. But damn it, he's here in spirit. He's here in spirit. They got the fucking job done. We both in the playoffs, bro. We both in the playoffs, bro. Come on. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. What a game. What a game. Oh, my Lord. What a fucking game. Good God. Steelers Texans next week. What a game. I told you guys. Feel free to go and scroll up. People over here talk about game over after Pittsburgh scored the touchdown with Gainwell. People talk about game over after Zay Flowers scored the touchdown for Baltimore. People saying game over after Austin scored the touchdown for Pittsburgh. People saying game over after the reception from Isaiah Likely. How about you shut the fuck up and wait until you see the 000, because the game is never over until it's over. And Pittsburgh held on to win. Folks came in here trolling like a motherfucker. Game done. You stand no chance. It's over. Ha ha. You choked the game away. Look at you now. Dummy. 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 Go hug your pillow. Cry yourself to sleep. You're going to the fucking death note. You lost. We won. You lost. Stupid motherfucker, you. You stupid fucker, you. But what a game by Baltimore. What a game by Baltimore. What a game by Pittsburgh. That's down the wire. I've said time and time again, AFC North football, title on the line, man, you're going to see something special. And what did I tell you guys? In the fourth quarter, after Baltimore took the lead, this is the same shit that we've seen in the past. 2008, Santonio punt return. 2008, Santonio game-winning touchdown. 2008.
Gifts.
Troy
Gifts.
Polamalu pick six.
More
2010.
gifts. More
Troy
gifts.
Polamalu chop.
Much wiser
2011.
gifted Mexico
Ushmanzada
_
walk-off
40
touchdown.
subscription.
2014
Much wiser gifted a
playoff
tier 1
game.
sub to Low Mexico _ 40.
I appreciate you, Matt. Continue to give out gifts.
228
2016
gift subs in the
immaculate extension. 2021 Ben's final game in Baltimore walked them down to go and win it. It's always going to be down the fucking wire. When the division title is at stake, divisional football, playoff spots,
Chef
you're
Blank
always going to
2
see it
LP
go
just
down the
subscribed.
motherfucking wire. And that's how you finish out a goddamn game.
Blaze_Jules 712
Hey,
_
Ross,
is
may the
now
best team
following.
win next week, bro. May the best team win next week, and we might be playing on Monday night. This close to considering if I want to fly to Pittsburgh. This close to considering if I want to fly to
Is
Pittsburgh.
now
Because if it's a
following.
game on Monday, I might just go. But if it's 2 games on Monday, I'll just stream. Oh, Lord. Wow, it's only 1 game? Oh, shit. Monday night. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Pittsburgh and Houston's on Monday. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I might consider going to the game. I ain't going to hold you, bro. I might consider going to the game, bro. Oh, my God. It's on a Monday night. That would be incredibly convenient. Oh, shit. And unless I had a suite, I don't know if I could stream like, what's her name? Am I down to stream it? Oh, 110%. 110%. We'll figure out how we could do it. Ah, shit. I'ma stream it. I'm not gonna let the impulse get me. I ain't gonna let the impulse get me. If I can't stream it over there, I ain't gonna go. If I can't stream it over there, I ain't gonna go. I'ma stream it from here. What a game. Let's go down the list, get the donations before we get up out of here. I gotta do my reaction. Yeah, oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, it's gonna be good. God damn, Lazy giving out gift 50 gifteds. Oh, by the way, I'm going to Monday Night Raw tomorrow. No stream tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. I'm going live. I got the ECW championship to honor the unknown Adonis, taking it with me. Because that's the title that I gifted him 6 years ago. So well, 7 now. Jesus Christ, it's 2026. So I'm fixing to be there live. No stream tomorrow evening. I'll be live at Monday Night Raw. Now, let's go down the list and take a look at the donations. First and foremost, Nav for 5-1 said, Ravens fan here. Loop out. Loop, put your motherfucking head back down. Motherfucker got caught in a genjutsu. Now we're in the Death Note. Indeed, you are. Where's my Death Note? Right in front of me. I'll do that shtick once I get through the remainder of the donation. Shout out to everybody over on Twitch, making sure y'all giving out gifts, everything of that nature too. Brat for 5-1 said, ITC versus Chiseled Adonis live stream must happen. Oh, it's gonna happen. We're gonna coordinate it this week. Chopped Adonis, put 2 on it. Said Lamar to Miami. I don't know about all that now, but we shall see. Lazy giving out 50 gifteds, holding it down for the community. See the guy, for 5-1 said, a lot of fans don't understand you got to watch until 000 because they don't watch Steeler games. Good game, Baltimore. Not even just Steeler games. Football across the board. Game is never over until it's over. Like literally, I find it hard pressed to imagine individuals who are in the chat room now weren't watching 3 years ago, 4 years ago, where Kansas City had the 13-second divisional round. Everybody, 90% were watching football then. Given that's the case, I know you saw what happened. Ross, I'm sorry, here's a wound. The Texans in Kansas City, 24-0 in the second quarter. Shit. They lost the lead before halftime.
Acredeath just subscribed.
I was live. They lost the lead before halftime. I've been watching football since I was 6 years old. I know better to assume the game is done before you see that 000. Motherfuckers be getting overzealous. You'll see a team got all the momentum. Football, 60 minutes. I played football. I played high school. I played college. I ain't playing no D1, Power 5, nothing of that nature. But I've played and I've watched enough football to recognize game ain't over until it's motherfucking over. It's Akuma put 2 on, said, no cap, Steeler Nation need a hug and a good cry. Ain't that the truth? Say put 5 on and said, absolute cinema, congratulations. Stubbs in the building put 5 on and said, holy shit, bro. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? By the way, the PC still here, holding strong. PC still here. Shout out to Stubbs. He's the one who built the PC for me. Shout out to the Miami Heat as well. But nonetheless, what a game, huh? What a fucking game. Devon put 2 on and said, was that an NFL game or a UFC team fight? Crazy down the stretch. North put 5 on and said, congratulations, man. Real Major Fitness put 2 on and said, ITC versus Chiseled Adonis 2 versus 1 handicap match. That's exactly what's going down. But I'm going to have the handicap. I'm starting out with all my damn specials. I'm on F5 dub, and then I got to hit Ross. Who the hell Ross hate? Ross hate Jinder Mahal. I got to hit you. What the fuck was Jinder Mahal's finish? What did he call that shit? It wasn't a Maharaja. That's what he called himself. I forget what Jinder Mahal's finish just so happened to be. But I'm going to have to hit Ross with Jinder Mahal finish. And I'm going to whisper in his ear, don't hinder the Jinder. And I'm going to whisper in Dub's ear. I'll be like, here comes the next big thing. And it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers standing atop the doggone wild card weekend with a victory. I hope so. Oh, the Kalas. That was what it was. It was the fucking Kalas. I'm going to have to get y'all, bro. I'm going to have to get y'all. What was it that Jay used to say? I gotta get you. And now I gotta get you. With the straight hand. It's on. It's on. Next week. I gotta get you. It's a wrap. We gotta see what's gonna happen. We got some Houstoners in the building. H-Town in the building. New York. Well, I'm in New York. But Pittsburgh in the building. We gonna see how things play out. We gonna see how things play out. Dream Street from Ted DiBiase. Don't mention Ted DiBiase. He in jail. In fact, he doing the bid for Brett Favre. He doing the bid for Brett Favre. Oh, Ross said, don't make him drop a promo. Hey, don't do this now. Don't do this now. You gonna have both the communities going at each other head. It's gonna be Hold My Nuggets taking on ITC. It's gonna be a battle. Getting ready. It was crazy. Is at least in your case, you got a little bit more unity. Y'all got maybe more Houston fans in the community than I have Pittsburgh fans. Then again, I think I can mobilize the Autobots of Pittsburgh to rally behind me as we prepare for the dual stream. Let me get the rest of the donations, and we're going to get back into this. Lazy West put 2 and said, cry me a river for all the trolls. Ain't that the truth? Nathan put 2 and said, we need to cry me a river for the Ravens. Well, they were on the road, so it might be a little bit tough to pull off, but I'm going to go through the actual live feed, and I'm going to see if I can get everybody's faces. We could possibly get a cry me a river there for sure, especially with how the game ended. Dylan put 5 and said, man, ESPN done send the notification to your phone saying the North belongs to the Ravens. Then say how the Steelers won. Hashtag here we go Steelers. See, they got caught in the genjutsu as well.
Is now following.
Chopped Adonis put 2 on, said best game all season. Kingslayer put 5 on, said start the goodbye chants. Uganda, Randy Savage, Knuckles put 670 on and said, will I be going to the upcoming Steeler game to either watch a miracle or go home and distraught? I'll probably end up streaming it. Now that I have an opportunity to go and dual stream, I think I'd rather take that. Nathan put 5 on it. Said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the conclusion of the regular season, Ravens to the death note. See you in the playoffs. Dizzle put 5 on, said that the name may have changed, but the spirit of Heinz Field is alive. Let's go. Hashtag Steeler Nation. Hashtag here we go. Green Wolf put 5 on, said what a fucking game. See you in the wild card. Chiseled, let's go Texans. Kenneth said congratulations on the dub. Mr. King put 2 on, said can't wait for the Texans to win 7-3. Wouldn't that be wild? Snacks put 5 on it. Said Steelers versus Texans. Chisel versus ITC. I better collab for that game. Indeed, we will. Killer put 2 on. Said Tyler Luke, put your motherfucking head back down. So did Sneak King. Say the same. All is bright. Put 2 on. Said so happy for me. For Illuminati said from the Lolly Lule Low. Welcome to the playoffs. Benzino put 2 on. Said you have no idea how happy you are for me. A Shadow put 10 on. Said the 10-7 dream is real, baby. Steelers king of the AFC tank division. Q Harlan put 2 on. Said look forward to the post game review. 714 said please include Justin Timberlake for Cry Me a River in the highlights. I got you. Toretto put 5 on, said you was right. He missed. You was right. That's why you never count anyone out. The game is never over. $1 put 2 on it. Said that $30 is well spent. $12.05 for life. Put 2 said Teague time in Pittsburgh. People is taking their pants off. Toretto said, what if the Ravens missed the kick? That'd be crazy. And you were correct. Stormy Kane put 5. North put 20 on it. Said, Chiseled, Ross, we need you both to drop a promo for your team before the game. Listen, if I bring back the pre-game commentary, y'all going to be ready to run through a goddamn wall. I'll tell you that right now. Become Legendarius put 2 on and said, what are you going to do now that the Metro card is retired? Well, last night we had an injury. I said hop the turnstile. That's what you might have to go and do. Flip put 5 on and said hop a heart attack game every time. If it isn't, then you ain't a Steelers fan. Let's win a playoff game already. Darius put 5 on, said game ain't over until the end of the regular season. The Panthers just proved that. So yeah, that is 100% true. Moificent. That crazy game. First time chatter and Versavice in the building as well. First time chatter. I appreciate you as well. Kage Kami, first time chatter as well over on Twitch. I appreciate y'all popping in. Sargon put 5 on it. I'm going through all the donations. Sargon put 5 on and said, wait a minute. Was that Priest putting holy water on the field for the Steelers? Is that Steelers devil magic? I don't know about all that. Chopped Adonis put 2 on and said, high chance Tyler Luke might get threats. Oh, 100% he will. You know, fans are absolutely senile. People is in his DMs right now. Somebody's trying to go steal his mail in the morning. They're going to be waiting right by the bushes. They're gonna be waiting right by the bushes. Hold on, is that the mailman? Oh, I'm getting out. It's going to be looking like you running a shuttle drill. They're going to be right by the bushes, waiting on the mailman. The mailman come out, get out there. Whoa, get out there. You would have thought the damn ref, or I should say the coach is blowing the whistle. They're going to be waiting right there. Is what Here come. He goes to the next door neighbor. Is that Tyler Luke's wife? I think that's Tyler Luke's wife. They're going to get out there, move as fast as they can to go and try to steal that man's mail. I'm telling you right now, them folks is waiting. They by the bushes right now. They camping out outside of his crib. They waiting on that plane to land. Yeah, Lamar might have to go get that gun. Where's the Lamar meme? I thought I had the, is it in here? Is it in here? I might have to put a lot of Lamar Jackson in the commentary. Hold on, wait. Let me get Lamar right now. Lamar shooting. Put that in there. There's Lamar shooting. That's going to be going platinum in the commentary tomorrow. That's going to be going platinum in the commentary tomorrow. Jay, Pafavon said, pre-sprinkling holy water in the end zone, causing the missed kick. Sneak said, 5-1 said, Monday night playoff game. Will the Texans defense show up and will Fairbairn be elite in the harsh environment? We shall see. Free agent Rue Pateno said, don't care, Boswell gotta go. And Bruh Patino said, please say Butterfingers, but say it unenthusiastically. Butterfingers. Sounds like a delivery of something at the end of an infomercial. Butterfingers. Try it today. Onch. Put 1 on it. And then Mr. Nobody said flag football game, ITC versus Hold My Nugget. Who wins? I mean, whichever team got me is going to win. And obviously, it's Hold My Nuggets. I ain't going to hold you. I don't think I can carry the load by myself. JGF. Put 1 on it. Omega Pafavon said, you call game for the Ravens at least 3 times. You sincerely apologize and never assume anything again. You're happy for me. Indeed. Drunk Christian put 2 on and said, Luke got to walk home. Indeed. He might have to go jog. He might have to go jog to get home. But Pittsburgh gets the W. Ross said, are you sure about that? Listen, we can set up a flag football game. We can set up a flag football game. I'll come to we go to your turf. We go to your turf. And you can tell Dub sons to go hop on the field too. They can get cooked too. They can get cooked too. Get them on the field. They all go get caught with the Heisman. They all go get caught with the Heisman. You too, Ross. You going down. Shit. And then we going to take shots on top of your body after we score a touchdown. The tequila's going up because your team is going down. We cooking y'all. It don't matter who on the squad. We gonna whip y'all at. Now, I am a little concerned because if Nisha play, we might be in trouble. Because y'all throw a screen pass to Nisha. She got that track field. I know she still got the speed, all right? I'm concerned about Nisha. I'm a little concerned about Nisha. You know, I might have to take that back. Because if Nisha on the field, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Mariah, track star. You know what? We might be in trouble because Dub got some athletes. Dub got some athletes in the family. And if they bring them cousins, if we win, we might still lose, if you know what I'm saying. But that's not what we're here to talk about. That might not, see, no, you bring Bentley in here, this ain't right. I might have to go call the unknown Adonis' dog, all right? He got a pit, we gonna have to call Chopper on that ass. Bentley gonna be in trouble. Bentley gonna be in trouble. This not what you want. This not what you want. And I could mess around and be a transformer. Well, maybe not a transformer like that. They got different meaning in today's day and age, you know. But I could be a dog too. I could turn to speed. What do they call them? Great Danes? I could be an animal too. I don't think this is how dogs move. But I'll mess around. I'll be able to take out that dog too. Bentley don't want it with me. Bentley don't want it with me. Next, 5-1 said, do the Ravens pull out their Omni card since the Metro card's gone? I don't know. They might just have to go and hop the turnstile, but they might miss that too. Because the Ravens ain't have what it took to end the game and walk away with a W. Kendall Pafava said, I'm going to have a great night. The Heat won and the Steelers won. Yes, it's a great evening for me. But it's not a good evening for the Ravens because they'd have to take out their Well, there is no Metro card anymore. They'd have to go and hop the turnstile into the emergency door, bypass the protocols to legally pay your fare, run down the stairs, and get aboard the train. Because the Metro card is retired as of December 20th. So there will be no more Metro card. But for Baltimore, you finally arrived at Elimination Station. And you go somewhere different. For your failures of being able to claim the AFC North for the third consecutive year. Your failures of getting the job done in prime time. Your failures of being able to get a victory against the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2025, even if the game was played in 2026. Consider your names written down in the Death Note, because your dreams of making it back to the postseason, your dreams of contending for Super Bowl 60, your dreams of finally getting Lamar Jackson a Lombardi trophy, your dream of being immortalized as the Super Bowl 60 champion has been absolutely deleted.
You will rest in peace.
Delete confirm.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true.
Yeah! Because what do we give them?
We put BTA all day. Belt to ass all day.
Victory is ours. Stay tuned. Reaction video coming out momentarily. Baltimore, get ready to go to the twerk team. Y'all ass today. Because what happened?
You lose.
Your quest to the playoffs was a failure. And somebody please tell them, what is their dinner tonight?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot ale. Somebody get them their lemons.
It's over. You lose.
Pack them all the way up. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. 3.5 hours of AFC North classic football. Pittsburgh holds on, gets the division and the final playoff spot. We're live next week. It's going to be a good time. Tomorrow evening, I will be live at Monday Night Raw. Stay tuned. Commentary will be up probably before noon tomorrow, because since it's not going to be an isolated game just for Ravens Steelers, commentary will most likely be on Patreon before noon and then ultimately up on YouTube premiering at 5. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a classic. Looking forward to seeing how you guys receive that. I will see you guys then. Oh, there's a couple of donations that I did not get So let me make sure I get the last of them that was here. Lady Absolution put 5 on, said Pidgeotto used Gust, critical hit. It was super effective. You're not ready for this season and the Commanders to end soon, but unfortunately it is. Oh, you should say, you said I said Commanders when you meant commentaries. You're not ready for the season and commentaries to end soon, but we are reaching towards the postseason. So unfortunately that is a reality of the situation. We have 4 weeks remaining on the commentaries. Chop Adonis put 2 on, as an honest prediction for the AFC wild card. Well, now that the playoffs have started, I can give you guys the schedule for the postseason. Now that everything is established: Los Angeles, Carolina, Los Angeles; Chicago, Green Bay, Chicago; Buffalo, Jacksonville. This one is a very, very tricky one because I really like the way Jacksonville's playing football. Buffalo, if there was ever a season for them to finally get over the hump, it's this year. It truly is this year for Buffalo to be able to finally go and get over the hump. So I'm going to lean towards Buffalo to win this game, but I'm not going to lie to you. I do like Jacksonville. It's a coin flip. I'd have to see how I feel, but I'm going to say Buffalo now as a safe bet. But depending on how I feel come Sunday, I might just flip and go to Jacksonville. San Francisco and Philadelphia is going to be an interesting one, but I'm leaning towards San Francisco. Los Angeles, Chargers, and the Patriots. I really want to say upset alert. I like the way the Patriots are playing. I want to say, oh, well, you know, they're a very young team, the Chargers, but the Chargers are young too, and they have that choking DNA. So I'm going to lean towards New England to possibly get that W. But again, that's one that could potentially flip as well. And then, of course, Houston and Pittsburgh. I am afraid of the Pittsburgh offense versus the Houston defense. But Pittsburgh defense versus the Houston offense, I'm not as afraid, but we give up so many fucking gasher plays left and right. Like we really gave up touchdowns down the stretch. So that's where it can be very tough. It just comes down. But I'm leaning with Pittsburgh. It could go either way. It legitimately can go either way. I'm just looking forward to a good game. We're going to see how it plays out. But I will see you guys then tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw. Looking forward to it. So I will see you guys later. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Before Eddie takes us out, Lamar got to take out Luke. Y'all have yourselves a good night. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.